Hey y'all, hey, happy Saturday, everybody. What y'all got going on today? What y'all doing? Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Saturday to y'all. Y'all get on up in here. Get on up in here. I see one of my amazing moms has come through, Miss Sexy Diva. Shout out to you, Miss Maria. Might be a church uh, rehearsal. Yeah, she might be at church rehearsal right now. So you don't know how she do. She get a chance to pop in. She pop in. No. Man, I was on live with y'all for about 2 hours, man. And folk didn't want to see me at that time of the night. No, didn't get my cheeseburger. But hello, everybody. Happy Saturday to y'all. Welcome in. Thank y'all for coming through and talking with G. I greatly appreciate it so much. Y'all get on in here, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe. All of that. All of that. I greatly appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Y'all up over here in the bushes being spectators, hit that like, share, and subscribe button as well. Share. If you're catching this on the replay, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for that. Also hit the like, share, and subscribe button for me. I greatly appreciate it so much. Who up in here? And Sexy Diva says, good morning, talking with G in chat. Hey girl, hey. Miss Jennifer, Miss Faith. I want them to do something with this because I'm about tired of this. This has been going on long enough. Nobody don't want to see all of that. Can we go back to the names we were so very familiar with? Miss Faith says, good morning, everyone. Blessings. Hello, beautiful. Miss Ebony says, good morning. G in chat. Hello and welcome. Miss Lillian says, good morning, everyone. Hello. Yeah, she asked me about my cheeseburger. No, girl, you know, we got here last night. Uh, Friday night live, girl, was late. I ain't getting no cheeseburger. Tell you the truth, I ain't even went and had nothing to eat. Not yet. No, not yet. Probably after this live, but, you know, something caught my attention. Hey, Miss Vivian, she says, hi, G in chat. Hello. Hey, Miss Gail, how are you this morning? Welcome. Miss Deborah, good morning. G Mars and Chats. Hello, beautiful people. Miss Carla, tell me some what y'all talking about. Miss Carla, you better get on in here, girl. Miss Carla. Child, I cannot with these here crazy folks, y'all. But y'all come on in, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you so much for joining the live to catch the vibe. Like I said, my other mom, Miss Carla, is in here. We got Miss Carla, Miss Sexy D. You know, y'all are welcome to join the live chat. Just don't come up over here acting like a whole crazy person, because you know they're gonna be down there to get you. So you trying to be funny? That's how come you kept me on that live last night. Oh, that's how come you kept me on the live last night, child. I cannot. No, I didn't get my cheeseburger last night, child. After the traffic, van hit a school bus, so that held us up in traffic. Getting through the traffic, getting here, do the light. Girl, I was wore out, child. I was wore out. Um, at least my toe wasn't frozen, though. How about that, Miss Carla? That part right there. Mm-hmm. But yes, thank y'all for joining. What y'all up to today? What y'all got going on? If y'all out in the streets today? Y'all gonna get out there in them streets? Child, I cannot. But child, what is really going on? Are these people okay? And why we gotta be 304s? Why the Melometers and the male supporters have to be 304s? And why all of this bullshit coming down the pipeline after they said Weather Girl got a spinoff? Who cares about the spinoff? Lord, Miss Maria, child, Miss Maria gonna be a little upset she missed this because I know she really want to drag Stormy about this. She texts me. We do not want any mess in this chat. I got my fingers on the trigger, says my mom, Miss Carla. That part right there. It's over there on chat. I'll be over there on what is it TikTok? This mess is coming from TikTok, where it came from when they first announced about Weather Girl getting a spinoff or something. Nobody cares about her getting a spinoff. So when she get this spinoff, okay, let's say hypothetically speaking, she got the spinoff. When she couldn't have a way on LAMH, she didn't show up, maybe didn't participate, film or whatever. Is that what she gonna do on the spinoff? She couldn't take constructive criticism. I mean, really, what's she gonna do? Just walk away and leave? Child, I'm just trying to figure out why we got to be 304s and how we get all up in this bullshiggity. Y'all know what I said? It's bullshiggity. Child, I cannot. But I'm still a fan of Miss Van, though. I don't care what to say. Um, Who said that? I just said this over there on TikTok. Didn't y'all see that crazy? All of this mess is coming out behind that crazy lady came out talking about she gonna ruin Mel's business the other day. Y'all didn't see none of that stuff. Y'all better. Ooh, child. Crazy lady on live crying, talking about she was gonna ruin Mel's business. Mel had her spying on Martell. Why is Mel got you spying on Martell? Use her to spy on Martell for what? Child had done been divorced for almost 6 years now. Really? I think this all came out the day of or the day after when they Everybody's supposed to have lost their mind about Weather Girl getting a spinoff that's gonna go right in the trash can. Why is it gonna go in the trash can, G? You should be rooting for a black woman. I am. I always do. But my thing is, you got up there on that LAMH with ill will intent, and you think you finna pop off like that, baby? God don't like ugly. You should have said this one out. She gonna end up crying behind this bull crap Carlos is using her for with her. Let me see. Don't nobody cares about Stormy having a spinoff. These people need to find something safe to do. That part right there, I don't get it. Every time one of these delusional people that has some sort of affiliation with that show gotta try to pop out or whatever, why do you always gotta drag Mel into it? Hey, Miss Salt Night Beautiful, welcome. Miss Carla says this has Yolanda written all over it, honey. Child. Ooh, Miss Carla. You been on it ever since last night. I still haven't gotten over you talking about Destiny done rented the whole family. Child, I was done after that one, child. I really wasn't no good. I said, not the rent. Y'all, Miss Carla said D Nancy had done said all her family were deceased, and all of a sudden she done popped out with a whole rented family. I cannot with her. Oh, child, it's warm around here, and sinus just blows all out of proportion. Yeah, they do have Yolanda written on. Child, I wouldn't put it past that monkey. I'll weigh in on stuff pertaining to mail. Yeah, that's a good one. Miss Carla's on it, y'all. I'm gonna tell Carlos give her a spin off. Yes, give her a spin off. It says Steve says Weather Girl sent that crazy lady out. Ain't nobody watching that shit show. That part right there. And she already know that. She can feel it in her good intuition. She feel it all the way down there. Miss Ebony says, something in that crazy lady's comment, she had a nerve to respond back. Child, I don't know where that lady came from, how much money they pay her, lying on mail products and all that bullshit. They lying on the products, lying on Winter Wonderland. Girl, girl, hit them folk up in the inbox and tell them if you, I don't even believe you purchase no damn product. Another lie. The lie detector determined that is another lie. It's another lie. Yeah, Miss Carla, Yolanda, aka Hotcakes, y'all. For the ones that don't know, better known as Hotcakes. Uh, Miss Carla says Cloudy cannot hold an audience. The other cast members will carry this show. She is not likable. That part. And why is she not likable? She's not likable because she brought Pit Bull Betty, whatever y'all call her, out there on LAMH to attack Mel with her crazy looking self. Let's see, y'all. Mm, somebody will tell it. Let's see, y'all. Is she gonna have Betty Kruger on this here with her? Let's see what she do. Lord, yeah, these people is beautiful, child. Attention seekers, attention seekers. Jealousy. Oh, child. The self sabotage is so real. Miss Sexy says, uh, tap that darn like button, please. You watch and consider joining for $2.99. It's a vibe up over here, child. Just in case y'all didn't know that. Miss Carla says Melody do not care. She is taking care of her kids and drinking her water. Come on through with the water, honey. That part right there, child. It's not the part that she cares about it. We know she don't. But why they always got to insert her in something when these people, if you're going to do something, do it. Do it. Do it and see what happens. Do it till you're satisfied. And Miss Erica, she says, IG in chat, the fact remains she didn't and couldn't take the star spot from Mel on LAMH. So good for her finding her way elsewhere. Good luck with that. LOL, that part, all of that. Child, I can see up there crying now. I just wanted to try to do something by myself without being attached to Mel in that show, the Mel Creek. Child, I can hear it already, cheering. It's coming. It's coming down the pipeline. I don't know why do y'all keep thinking that these people, these females keep allowing Carlos to use them like that? What is wrong with them? It's written all over his face. He don't care a damn thing about you. I'm thinking I get somebody to sign me up with that song right there, child. That might be a hit. Miss Faye says, "Where in Birmingham is she filming that, child?" I haven't. They ain't said all of that, Miss Faye. They ain't put all that out. Miss Carla says, "If Pitbull Betty come on that show, she is going to ruin her show. Betty is jealous of her daughter, just like Tuna Cat Mama is jealous of her. It's written all over their face." Yes, that part right there, honey. That part right there. Thank you, Miss Taxi Diva, for sponsoring the live today. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you. Appreciate you so much, honey. I'm going ahead and get her a little taste of let me see what I got for. Let me see what I got for. What? Child. Thank you, beautiful. Miss Erica says, Mel lives rent free in their heads, obsessed. Baby, I know the hotcakes, aka Yolanda is still obsessed, honey. Cause every time he go live, that's what he call her. He talking about what he call her, flat pancake, some bullshiggity. I was like, dude, she ain't even on the show no more. Why is you still talking about that lady? You done took your BBL hot cake ass in the court. You was in the presence of her once in your lifetime because you couldn't sit down and eat no steak with her, honey. She wasn't about to do that there with you, honey. No, that wasn't about to happen, honey. Not Marlene's daughter wasn't gonna do that. And you still can't keep your name out of your child. Mel did not ask for all of this bull crap, child. She just wanted to be on TV. And nothing is wrong with that. She had a husband that couldn't keep his little petey weedy whacker inside the household. It had to be little, cause he out there in the gym all the time. Couldn't keep it out there couldn't keep it in the household. But if that thing was all like the people said it was, child, I'd have been glad to keep that in the household. Embarrassed to take it out. Ooh Lord, ooh Lord Jesus, I cannot. I've been like, you how old? What you gonna do with that? You ain't got nothing there. You need to go back home. Just go on back over there to the house, huh? Mm-mm. Let me know when let me know when it catch up with your age. I was wrong for that one, child. As far as that bald headed bastard, him and Mel has no more court, absolutely none at all. Am I correct, y'all? I just thought about that this morning. Nothing, no more. Finished. A patito out, done, no more. Am I correct? I sure hope and pray so. I think that was the last one with the children. So yeah, they should be done with all of that bullshiggity. You know, he got a little taste of some visitation. Probably ain't even doing that. Didn't buy him nothing for Christmas. Christmas, birthday, no day. Nothing ain't important to him until the next year, hun. I guess they just going over there in the basket like the rest of them, allegedly. Miss Carla says, I sent a live with the Melody last night. With the 4-piece nuggets. She didn't have any makeup on. She looked so beautiful, skin flawless. Absolutely, honey. Miss Carla, you're just trying to get Tuna Cats, aka that Scott girl, side low key brownie points. I'ma say, cause you know she be getting on live with no makeup on, scaring everybody, just scared. Child, I cannot. Definitely little and no rhythm for a wife to have never been satisfied. Child. I know she glad that thing is gone away from her, honey. Ain't nothing no worse than somebody that ain't got nothing to be worrying you to death about trying to get some. Child, that makes a girl ill. Ill, ill. Child, y'all didn't know that? Girl, you want to make a girl ill? Mm. Ooh, child. Ooh, she's so glad that thing got away from her, honey. She said the people, anybody that want it can have it, honey. You could put out some cheers, though. Don't take all that for the cheers. Mm. Ugh. I just felt a little nauseated. Miss Sensitive says Tuna Cat needs something for them rings around them eyes first, honey. Child, I guess all of them gonna be trying to see if Stormy gonna show them the favor that she got up over. Martell, how much you gonna have to pay her to get on that show? I told y'all the other day, Coldberg gonna be trying to get over there, aka Coleslaw. Child, some fish should be good today, but I don't want no coleslaw though. I'm on the fence between this fish and my burger. I'm on the fence. But yeah, I wonder if she gonna let coleslaw it there. That might be why she. No, that ain't why she quiet. She quiet cause Montel told her to be quiet. How about that? I know y'all was waiting. I knew y'all was waiting. I knew y'all was waiting, child. I knew y'all was waiting. But yeah, honey, I said, let me get up here, see what the good people got to tell me about. They trying to say we 304s or some crazy crap. I said that mess ain't gonna fly. Miss Steve says Weather Girl and Sassy CK and Hotcakes working together. In my opinion, come on through here with her, honey, cause I'm on. You want Miss Carla's on to something, honey. Miss Carla says I want some 7th Avenue Beauty. I guess free, what's that? Freesia floral products in another line. Oh, that was nice, Miss Carla. Congratulations. Yes, child. If it's free, it's for me, child. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to you, honey. Yes, I think the last one that won something was Miss Salt and Light. Let us know she had won something. Oh, and Miss Stacey Diva won something too. Shout out to all the winners up over there on the 7th Avenue line. Y'all get it, girls. But yeah, that crazy lady, I think they paid that lady because she looked like something is really wrong with her. You know, not to be funny or nothing like that. But yeah, I really think something was wrong with that lady. Ain't no telling. It looked like somebody that Hotcakes could possibly be affiliated with. And we got about $500 for you. Y'all remember how that girl used to pop off them $500 over there to that boy, when he was out there doing the most what he thought, child, just doing the most. Miss Face says it smells so good. I love the soap. Ooh, child. Mm. Child, if it's smelling like that, you just open it up in that bathroom, and child, ooh, child, that bathroom is gonna be lit for real. Uh, Miss Carla says that lady's on the spectrum. She look like she's on the spectrum. She really do. Not trying to be funny or anything like that, but she do look like something is really wrong with her. And they may have caught her at a weak moment, child. I ain't no telling. Miss Salt Light says, yes, I won $100 and put it all back and then some in more products. LOL. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Miss Salt Light. You work, you deserve it, honey. You deserve it all, child. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past them three being in cahoots to try to do something to still tarnish Mel's business because y'all know each and every time she go live or whatever, they's in the background trying to count her pennies and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's a very strong possibility that they are doing that. And Carlos, he's still in his little bitty feelings. He's still mad that she left. He asked her to come back on the low low. She declined. He didn't want nobody to come out here and say that. I don't know why he didn't tell Dustin and Claudia. Well, Mel left. I asked her not to leave, but she decided to leave anyway. Well, I wonder why did she leave Dustin and Claudia? Probably because all that bullshit that you had them folk up there lying and carrying on her on that show, especially that reunion. Carlos, you knew better than that, man. That would have ran anybody away. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? That's what they should have been saying to him. And Carlos, you should want people around you and in your circle that's gonna tell you the truth. For some reason, Dustin be holding back, Claudia as well. You know, when certain people be up there on his podcast, he's a content creator. Carlos King is content. Hmm. That's what he is. Miss Carlos says, well, all I know is this. Every time people go after melody, a blessing comes behind it. Stay tuned. That part right there. They ain't learned that part yet, Miss Carla. They have not learned that yet. Um, Thank y'all so much for coming through, hitting that like button for your girl, and coming in today, talking with G. Appreciate y'all so much. Great job on the likes. A great job. But yeah, that's the part they should be mad about, and they should learn to kind of do like Martell, y'all. He's really been quiet on the set, and I hope he stay like that. But like I always say, when he's quiet, it really makes me. I get nervous when he's quiet because some months has gone by, we haven't heard anything, but that doesn't mean anything, and that's the part that makes me nervous when it comes to him because he's so unstable and things ain't going right for him and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah. Stormy, y'all need to find something else to do. Keep that lady's name out of y'all mouth. Leave that lady alone. She don't even be thinking about y'all. But you know what? When you get quiet and don't respond, that really worries them people. So maybe that's what it is. We got to find a way to get her to say something. We got for what? I don't blame her. I wouldn't say nothing to y'all either. For what? Anybody can tell a lie on you. What they say? A lie don't care who tell it, and when they tell it. They don't care. But I was hoping we can get back. We can spin the block on that one. We still got a little time. But I was hoping that Miss my thoughts will pop in the chat. Cause honey, y'all know we got to talk about Tyrone too. Sure do. That's what thumbnail said. A little update on Tyrone, child. Cause a little bit more is coming out. But for the good people up over here, did y'all know that allegedly and I was trying to look it up, and it is something of that sort that whatever city you in, they have like a chat, and when something like major happens or whatever, people get in the chat to warn people. It can be kind of like neighborhood watch thing. People put it in like a neighborhood chat or whatever to let the people know what's going on in the neighborhood. Well, they said that's what was going on down in Gainesville, Florida, when Tyrone allegedly jumped out of the car, which we know he didn't jump out of that car, honey. We was determining that there had to be somebody else in that car other than Lulu, honey. 'Cause let me tell y'all why I say that. Lulu, I was driving this morning earlier. I can't drive, focus on the traffic, open up a car door, and push John out the door. I can't do that because see, if I do that, I'm gonna start swerving. I could possibly hit another vehicle. Somebody gonna call the popo on me as I'm traveling down the highway or whatever. So that's why I'm trying to say, y'all, that somebody else was in this car with Lulu and threw Tyrone out of the daggone car into the highway, child. That's what these people said. They threw him in the highway. Then I heard y'all talking about he jumped out the car and his shirt or whatever got hung in the car door. Okay, let's say that happened. Let's look at that. Let's say that happened. Tyrone opened up the car door, how the car door slammed, first of all. Okay. Anyway, his shirt got hung. But why he didn't have no scars on him? Shouldn't Tyrone's skin been coming off, peeling off his body if he would have did that? Nah, somebody doing, he was hitting the back of the head, you know, um, and they throw Tyrone out that car. They say a homeless person seen him. And the people been talking in the group chat that's in the city, honey. Um, Let me see. Miss Sexy Diva says Weather Girl let Sassy CK talk her into putting her money in a show that's not going to get views. That part right there, Miss Sexy Diva, absolutely. And I totally agree. Um, Miss Carla says everyone knows that Carl Lucifer has been demoted from producer to a content creator. Girl, don't say that too loud. Miss Deborah says I have that it's a neighborhood app that lets you know everything that's going on. And they said that's what they've been doing, putting it in this app for a chat for the people that was, in that city or whatever. And a lot of more evidence has been coming up as far as this goes. They said Lulu, whoever pushed him out, he jumped out. He's still on the fence. Everything is still very sketchy. The family is still reaching out, trying to get justice for Tyrone, especially his aunt. But y'all, they said her and her twin brother, his name is Kavan. Yeah, his name is Kavan, y'all. Y'all, don't come in here and shut that door. Y'all better get in here. Cheering. They said your Kavan and Lulu ain't more like boyfriend and girlfriend. I said, wait, what? That's a twin brother, y'all. That is Lulu's twin brother. And they say that Kavan, Kavon, is meaner than Lulu was. So I said, well, wait a daggone minute. Do he have some mental issues as well? They did say that's a twin brother. Child, when this his story finish unfolding, honey, it's gonna be a hot mess. Miss Sexy Diva says, yep, we also have neighborhood app. And child, the people been putting down what they've been seeing when it comes to Tyrone. So hopefully justice for Tyrone is not that far away. Miss Sexy Diva says, not the children in the attic. Child, I don't know. But I already told y'all that Lulu family them, they packed up and left the house, child. They said she Haitian. They said the Haitians is on on an island or something. They done left and went back to the island, honey. But I think Lulu and Kavan done got a little stuck, and they trying to figure out how to get over there where the rest of the people is, honey. But honey, Tyrone didn't jump out that car back there. Not You can't get somebody hit you in the back of the head like that, and you able to, no, you can't do all that. No. Lulu, come on out here. I done told you last night, come out here and telling me what you done did to Tyrone, because we ain't gonna stop talking about Tyrone, because people got to get some justice for Tyrone, honey. He was a human being too. And I don't know who you thought you was. All you had to do was walk away. But they did say Lulu had she had some millions, honey. Hmm. I seen the some picture where Tyrone had Lulu all the way around his neck, child, with that big BBL. I said, good Lord, Tyrone got to be strong, honey. Child, to have all that right. Ooh, child. I said, okay. Miss Carla says, I believe that lady and her brother did something to Tyrone in that cabin and dropped the body by the bridge. When I say Miss Carla, the people got to finish putting it together. Cause when they saying that when Carlos, I told y'all they said Carlos was he jumped out the car. Well, you can't jump out in the car like that when you been hit in the back of the head. You can't do that. The skull just it tore the back of the boy head all tore it up. Did she slow down and Tyrone just opened the door and got out in the car and then fell down in the highway? Is that what they trying to get me to believe? Child, justice for Tyrone, child. Something is off with this bull crap. Lulu done shut down on the people, won't talk, won't tell the people nothing, honey. She ain't doing none of that. Mm-mm. But they did say somebody told Lulu to go back over there where the body was. So I don't know how far Lulu got down the highway, but she did turn around, allegedly, and went back to the body and giving all that John Doe false bull crap, bullshiggity information. Went to the hospital, left the hospital before Tyrone family them got there, huh? So all I know, child, the auntie is calling out, crying out for justice for her nephew. I hope this lady don't stop. I hope more CCs on the YouTube pick it up and get to talking about this to help get some justice for Tyrone's family, which truly needed. They said Tyrone was a good man. He was always trying to figure out how to make more money, y'all. How to make more money to take Lulu on vacations or trips or buy her something expensive or something. First of all, Tyrone, first mistake. If Lulu didn't take you for who you was, Lulu was not for you. You should never have to buy friendship. girlfriend, boyfriend. You should never have to buy any of that. It should automatically come natural. So that right there was a first red flag right there. Shoot, you got to buy her to be with you. She don't like you anyway. She just was liking what you can give her. That's all it was. That's it. That's all. Yes, thank you, Miss Ebony. Y'all put some blue hearts down there for Tyrone child. We got to help these people with Tyrone child. Tyrone got me worried. You know, he ain't here no more, but I got to figure out what Lulu was doing, child. And the brother. Come on. What's y'all relationship status? I needs to know. Sounds a little suspect to me, child. I'm just saying, but I want the people that was a passerby, whatever they seen that day, put it in that chat down in Gainesville and let the people know what they saw and share what they saw. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about it. Don't let Lulu know she got away with nothing. Lulu, you can't get away with this. No, we gotta help them. Miss Davis says she going to be another Harley story. She's getting locked up. Won't let her out. Her and her brother, honey. They sure sound like Harley and Carlos and child for the good people too, y'all. The good people telling me they done got Carlos's passport. Child, I said, wait, what? Yeah, child. They said they done got Carlos's passport. They setting that fool right there up, child. They setting him up for the okadoke, hun. You Carlos and Harley, all y'all going down. All of y'all. Every last one of y'all. When I tell y'all I've dealt with the narc, and some of y'all may have too, but I ain't never dealt with the narc in this capacity of Carlos, Lulu, all the things that these crazy people be doing, honey. They went so far, child. They go deep in gutter. But y'all, I was on this live, listening in on this live last night, and Carlos' friend, David Brown, he popped up on the live, y'all. When I tell y'all these people don't have no sympathy for Romika not being here no more, when I tell y'all unconcerned, non-nonchalant, non-nonchalant, whatever, could give a honey who, whatever, it is what it is. I don't feel no waste time. Child, y'all will be like, this is some crazy bull crap. It's like they think that Ramika is maybe in the hospital. Oh, well, she'll get out. It's like when they Carlos' friend David pops on these live, child, no waste time. He could care less. I was like, well, damn, is you one of them? Well, they said allegedly, y'all. I ain't said that's what the people is saying on the Facebook streets, child. They on the DL. So I'm saying to myself, you glad she gone too, ain't you? Y'all couldn't take her spot in Carlos's heart, and y'all wanted her deleted. All of y'all, you and Crazy Harley. Child, he said Carlos ain't did nothing. He'll pop up on the lives. He'll call the women out of their name. This is the friend David Brown. That's a real good friend, David Brown. He'll call the women out their name. He call them bees and all that kind of stuff, child. I think he said he got, what is it, 5 or 6 sisters, no brothers. He's the only brother. He got long dreadlocks too. But child, you would I like they never knew Ramika. It is so sad for somebody to be that cold towards a person that looked like was overkill. They don't care. It is so terrible. And y'all know Carlos never stopped. He made a post when it happened, worst day of his life. But other than that, it is what it is. And then, the last day of court last month, well, this month, he was saying he just want justice, He want justice. What they said I did, it made it look so bad. I didn't do that. What Carlos said, I ain't said that, y'all. Carlos put that out there, hun. Carlos did. Miss Erica says, yes, the lack of emotion, empathy, concern is absolutely weird, very desensitized. Girl, don't, ooh, child. I'm like, I just be looking, y'all. I be like, this cannot be happening. Even with Holly, that girl was on, had her arm on that car hood, had the other arm, other hand holding the phone, like she was up there with her good girlfriend looking at Romika on that ground. September the 8th, like whatever. Nobody attempted to apply pressure to the wounds. So that tells me already they wanted her to bleed out. Anybody was trying to go that way. Carlo was standing up there fanning them back. Get back, get back, get back. They said when he was doing that, his wrist was broke, y'all. They said his wrist was broke. I didn't see it. Hey, Miss Mary Brown, she says, good morning, Miss G in chat from Cali. The crazy lady says she never purchased a salve, then turned around and said it broke her out. Make it make sense. Yep, that's what she said. Well, she did. Sitting up there with that fake ass tear. I said, well, you look at this ugly monkey. I said, this is child. I said, who? I said, baby, is she okay? Who paid her? Dr. Nicole, hello and welcome. She says, and the two dummies fist bump. And they fist bump, y'all. They sure did. And when they fist bump, Carlos says self-defense, right? Yeah, self-defense. I got CCL. Y'all. Y'all just want CC what's his name? Keys News Network, I think it is, child. He is a trip. I be laughing at him. But honey, I ain't never seen no people so this is not normal, y'all. Normal people just don't do this. But I can tell y'all this though. Carlos is aging real fast, y'all. Oh, he ain't never been a looker to me ever since day one. But I'm just saying, he would want to pop up on the popping up at the news place and all that bullshit. They just want to be popping up somewhere, want to be seen. But y'all know what? Them narcs love this kind of attention, honey. At this point, y'all can say what y'all want to. Carlos Los feels like he's famous and he's very important. And he love it. You don't care about what happened to her. Child, they didn't put no consideration in themselves, the kids, the mother, the other family members. They didn't care about neither side of the families and what could really happen. For some reason, y'all think they really thought they was going to I think they thought they was going to get away. I think they went out there and they did all of this in the daytime. But for some reason, they thought it was night time and nobody could see them. Can you see me? Holly said no. Carlos said, can you see? Holly said, can you see me? Carlos said no. Then Holly said, I can't see you either. So they must have thought it was at nighttime. And they just thought nobody was going to be around, out and looking and stuff, child. I don't know, but Carlos think he's just been out for so long, honey. He don't think that he just think he's untouchable. But little do Holly know, the third, this month is almost over, baby. Be sitting back up over there in court again, child. They'll deny it again, honey. Deny. They say this can go on. This could go on before the trial even start. Maybe next year, 2027, 28 or something like that, child. Baby, you got a long time to be sitting in the jail, huh? Worried about where Carlos at, who he's sleeping with at night, where that other girl at. Is it a girl or is it a guy? I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on. And stop crying in that place in Cook County. Can you just stop that crying? Cut that bull crap out, child. You should have been crying before you walked your little fast tail over there to that there car and got that pow out. That's when you should have been crying. See, they about to send you down the river, baby. While you walking to that car, child, you should have turned that put that key in that ignition, turned that joker on, and drove off. That's what you should have done, and you will be free today. I told y'all, stop looking at them daggone Lifetime movies. You don't never watch the end. What y'all doing? Miss Evans says that crazy lady said that she didn't get her products. Then she turned around and said she got them 23 days later. Y'all stop laying down there. Y'all start that playing. Cut that out. Somebody messing with that lady's mind, y'all. Um, Miss Erica says they thought it dumb and dumber. Uh, didn't think about her son, her family, nothing but their own hateful, selfish hearts. That part right there. Neither shed a tear when they should have. Instead, they looked relieved. That's exactly what they look, child. And sometimes, y'all, I just go over there to Facebook and be looking at that stuff, and just to see him standing over her. And when I see Carlos standing over Ramika, what comes to my mind, and this is my opinion only, is he looking at her like, bitch, you better die, because I don't want to have to do this motherfucking shit again. Die, bitch, die. Don't be reaching for me. Because they said she was trying to, last little breath she had, she was trying to slide over there to him. Hey, Miss Sonya, my mom, she says, hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hello to you and happy Saturday to you as well. But yeah, that's the impression that I got with him standing up over her body like that. Ah, go ahead, bleed out. Ain't nobody calling nobody. Because see, one of them, first of all, it shouldn't have never happened. But one of them should have been calling the police. But, this is alleged, in my opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. Um, it had to have been planned, because if it wasn't, somebody would have called the police, y'all. No doubts about it. But Carlos, he could have jumped in front of the pow himself if he didn't want it to happen. That's what a real man would have done. He would have jumped out in front of it. Nah, go put that thing up. Girl, you about to put us all in jail. Go put that bull crap up, honey. I ain't going to jail for you. I ain't going to jail. Now, he could have pimp slapped her and knocked the gun out of her hand. But I tell y'all this, that girl did some real serious practicing. I'll say that. She had to be, baby. You don't even know. Them folks about to find out how long you been going to the gun range and all of this stuff, honey. Everything that you thought you was doing, plotting and planning, it's all going to backfire on you. Hey, Miss Helen, happy Saturday, sunshine. She says, hi, G in chat. Yeah, all of this stuff she did, step by step, day by day. Come on through here, Whitney Houston. I hear you, girl. Child, everything she did, mm-mm, it turned around on me. Just like these folks with Mel doing all that evil stuff, trying to bring Mel down on the low, and every step they take, it comes and hit them right back in the face. Seem like to me, somebody should get tired at some point or another. Miss Helen says, happy Saturday, peeps. Yeah, some of these people should get tired and say to themselves, what is the end game? Now what? Now what, Carlos? One baby mama ain't here no more. You ain't about to be raising nobody kids. I'm so glad Miss Tina got Romika's little boy. Amir, I'm so glad that lady got that baby. Demons don't get tired, Miss Helen said. Miss Helen, I tell you, I just be trying to keep hope alive, child. I want the people to get their lives together and cut all this stuff out. It's so unnecessary. Change the gun laws. Change the something. Come on, y'all. Do something. I hope Holly Aunt get in trouble too, because they said she the one gave her the good paperwork she thinks she had. She thought she had, and all of that. Everybody that was involved, I hope they dig down to the rooter, to the tutor, and get everything that they need to bring everybody that played a part in the demise of this young lady. I don't know. They said she had got another boyfriend. I hope he don't come out. Because they might try to go after him, y'all. What if, I don't care how, as for me, this is my opinion. It seemed like to me, it didn't matter what Ramika would have done, whether she had evidence of him being on the DL or not being on the DL. Um, whatever evidence she had, it seemed like it was just a mark on her life. They was intending to bring her bodily harm or to what they did, take her completely out. That's just my opinion. I just believe that it was a mark on her life. You know, she changed the phone number, relocated. That's a shame. You have to do all of that. Trying to go to school to be a nurse. You trying to tear down everything she trying to become and all of that jealousy and hate. Child, I tell you. Um, Miss Africa says, waiting for the day they lock him, I guess, up too. Yeah, me too. Miss Miss Erica, funny you said that. I gave him to this weekend, honey, but it ain't over with. They just Saturday, child. I said they gonna have that black ass picked up by the weekend. They ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing yet, child. Mm-mm. But at the same time, that's still a terrible way to live. We the good people know that they watching him. A lot of people saying that the feds is probably gonna pick him up. This could be a RICO charge and all kinds of stuff, child. When I tell y'all they let the devil use them and play with them so bad, child, these people didn't think this through. They thought it through, but they did not. Hey, Miss Maria, girl. Hey, mama. She said, hey, y'all. Sorry I'm late. Just got back, child. I told the people you was out there running around or something, Miss Maria. It's okay. I had Miss Carla, Miss Sonia, Miss Sexy Diva up in here, honey. And they ain't letting nothing pop off, Miss Maria, honey. They ain't letting nothing pop off up in here, honey. Child. Miss Maria, I was talking to them about that crazy lady, what you had sent me about them saying the millimeters was 304s. Touched on justice for Tyrone, Miss Maria, because they said they got like a neighborhood group chat or something in cities where, that's where a lot of the information, people are getting a lot of the information coming from as far as Tyrone goes, and all of that. But I don't believe Tyrone jumped out of the car, though. He didn't jump out the car, honey. Miss Healing says, hi, Maria. Maria says, wasn't neither. I was at church for rehearsal. Yeah. Miss Cecily says, hello, Maria and Sonia. Child, it's just a mess, child. These people better find them something else to do other than playing with these people's lives, playing with the guns, all of that stuff, child. But this mess right here is just so unreal. I don't blame Mel though. It's sad to say they have to keep, security like that. But these people so crazy. You never know who's watching you, and where they are, how close they are to you. You just never know. And then too, being a public figure, child, it's very dangerous. Miss Maria says the healing, hey, good looking, what y'all got cooking, honey? Yeah, but back to Carlos, child. I think the people are watching him. It's just a matter of time, with a case like this, so sensitive and stuff, they just not gonna play with anything. When they go to get that ass, and they is gonna get that ass, he gonna be there, just like little Harley, honey. They're gonna be there for a minute, child. They ain't going nowhere. Miss Maria says, "Sexy diva, hey, my baby sister, mom, what's popping in the not the desert? Huh? She probably got some beautiful weather again today, child. Um, I forgot to ask Miss Carla, y'all still getting some snow? Miss Helen says, hi, Sonya, sexy diva, and Carla, hey, Miss Carla, girl. But yeah, they're not gonna be playing around when they go and pick him up. And it's just a matter of time. It doesn't matter how many of these friends, well, I've only seen this one friend. Well, it was two in the beginning when it happened, popped out, but one came to his senses and figured out that he was being used by Carlos. So now he just have this one friend that pops out and telling about um uh Carlos ain't did nothing. Why should he be picked up? Blase, blase. Like I said, cussing all the females out, calling them bees and all of that to be on the panels and stuff like that. Miss Maria says, gee, it snowed a little last night. Ooh, child. Is it any of it melting yet? But yeah, he just come out and he just, pop his collar and say what he gonna say. And he don't care about what nobody think. That's it. That's it. That's all. I mean, he's numb. just like Carlos. They real numb to this whole situation. And Holly. These people just they don't care. They just, I ain't never seen it, nothing like this, child. I thought I was in the twilight zone. Miss Sain says, hey at Maria Diva and at Healing. Hey y'all, hey. Hey y'all, what y'all doing today? Um, Miss Maria says he might think he getting away, but what Whiteley Burger Ward on the run, and they caught him after 16 years. Los days is coming. Miss Maria, they done took his passport from him. Miss Helen said we're at 56 degrees today. Wow. Yeah, they took his little passport, child. Um, don't know really what that means, because some people saying, I don't even think he was on no child support, so I'm not gonna say that. Some people were saying if you was behind or something else on your child support, that don't even make sense, though. They take your passport. Come on, dude. Mm-mm. I know they take your license and stuff. It's a possibility. Each state are very different. But yeah, his day's coming, and I want these people that's doing all that rah rah and saying he didn't do anything. He did a lot of things. He's the main player in this whole situation, and yes, it could have been prevented, and he could have stopped the whole situation. He could have grabbed both of them up with one arm, child. I don't know. He got muscles, and maybe his muscles is weak or something, child. I don't know. Miss Maria to my healing. We at 24, child. I don't do good in that kind of weather you in, honey. Mm-mm. But yeah, he could have picked both of them up and put one in one car and put the other one in the other car while he's was slamming the door on Ramika. But she got these here counts up against her now. She's got there's more charges coming as far as Harley goes. She left the baby in the car, 6-month-old baby, firearm around the baby, loaded, school zone. She got a lot of stuff coming down this pipeline for her child. I tell y'all, they didn't finish watching the Lifetime movie. They caught a clip of it. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do it like that, child. Couldn't be me, honey, because I'd be up in that piece singing like a bird, honey. Singing every day. Every day. Where my lawyer at? Get her on the line. Yes. Well, if he had charges pending plus he just a hop, skip, and jump from the Canadian border through Detroit or Minnesota. Yes. Miss Davis says it's 54 in Arizona today. Oh my. Miss Hiller says we are supposed to be there tomorrow, Maria. Child. Ain't no need to him running now. What he gonna run for? He said he ain't do nothing. Maria says, I'll trade you. Yeah, I think we like Miss Hiller. We around 56 or something like that. We not in that 2400 stuff, but sometimes throughout the day it be real nice and warm. But like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock, that wind pick up, child. That wind chill be like mad crazy. You be like, wait, what is really going on? But yeah, I want to see all of these people coming back. Well, especially his good friend come out whenever it's all said and done and said, because they can't. These people, come on, y'all, they can't be that slow to think that they not watching him. He ain't even the #1 eyewitness no more. They said he was witness, but he ain't a witness no more. Judge said he ain't gonna do good. No, we can't do that. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, Judge said no. We gotta let him go. Go find something else to do. We got our eye on you though. The people got their eye on Carlos over yonder in Chicago, Illinois. And them people over there in Gainesville got their eyes on Lulu and Kavon. And it's just gonna be a matter of time, honey. It might be one of these situations where all come at one time. They done picked him up. They got him in locked up. They got Lulu. Lulu done got picked up too behind Tyrone's death, child. Just hoping and praying that somehow these families get justice. And still, y'all, we cannot forget about Shanquilla, y'all. Oh my God, this Shanquilla thing, it is. It's like it's at a dead zone now. It's a standstill. Ben Crump, Ben Crump, where you at? We ain't heard nothing from you in a good taste. What is going on? Child, don't y'all call Ben Crump, honey. Do not call Ben, honey. Call Ty. No, don't call Tyrone. Can't call that Tyrone right there anyway. Call somebody else. Don't call Ben Crump, child, because he ain't solving nothing. Child, I know Shanquilla Mama them is highly upset. Child, now this is years gone by with this one. Child, and Ben Crump ain't got us no kind of information yet. No, don't do Ben Crump. Trayvon Martin down in Florida too. Child, don't y'all call Ben. Don't call Ben. Don't do that. I'm back, y'all. Hey, Maria. Miss Carla says, Miss Maria says Crump can't do nothing until the Mexican government does something. Well, Miss Maria, do you think the Mexican government's gonna do anything? Probably not then. Miss Maria says, Carla, hey neighbor, it's freezing. Probably not. But too, as far as those little knuckleheads goes, I hope every night they try to go to sleep, they see Shanquilla. Every last one of them. She gonna help y'all get down there for a vacation. And that's what y'all do. Child. All expenses were paid. And y'all had a plan on that girl head too. See how these folks be plotting, putting the hit on your head? Y'all, this mess is real. It's crazy, but it's real. Y'all remember how the people were talking about what they were gonna do to Mel when they got on that girls trip? All of them. And I wouldn't have put it past none of them not participating in that situation. Every last one of them would have participated in if given the opportunity. They would have. And probably been just like these clowns we talking about right now. Wouldn't have give 200 who's about it, honey. We done got her ass out of the way. I think they would meet their karma. I know they're gonna meet their karma. Miss Sonia says, hi, Miss Carla. Miss Maria says, at G, I agree. Yeah, I do. I really think they was planning on possibly taking her out down there. Right down in there, Fletcher, y'all. All them people. Willing participants. Because y'all know they were saying, they was hanging out, meeting in the background and all that kind of stuff, child. We the good people don't know what they was discussing and what they plan and stuff was to do. I really believe that. That's just my opinion on it, child. But thank God, child. Thank God. Shanita got them together. She gathered them. She gathered them, Miss Healing, child. Hey, she ain't come there to play with them. Call Tuna Cat out right on the spot, honey. Don't trust that. Don't trust me. Don't even know me. Tuna Cat, you might want to bow down on this one, honey. You might want to sit this one out. Miss Carla says, Maria, it's cold outside. Miss Carla, what you doing outside? Getting that other toe froze today, too? You had to go outside again today? Miss Carla? She want to go outside in the snow. Not the rain, y'all, but the snow. Miss Carla likes playing out there in the snow. Miss Healing says Shanita had never seen a low vibration at its lowest, honey. Child. And stormy weather, they're talking about a daggone show. State where you stand. Let's see you gonna state where you stand. Child, I hope it be somebody there waiting on her ass, child. I hope it be somebody waiting over there, child, to shut her right on down again. We seen you on that show. Let's see if you're gonna pop out here to us like that. Let's see what you're gonna do. I hope it's somebody waiting in the background for her. Give her the same medication that she thought she was gonna try to give to Mel up over there, child, laughing and grinning in her face like she was her friend. Girl, if you don't go somewhere and sit down, I reckon Destiny them probably gonna call you to my girl. You can get us over there on that show. We can drive down there. We drive to filming. Don't they be doing filming over there at your house? Child, ain't nobody said nothing about that. That there mansion or whatever storm. Is she still in that house, y'all? Or did she move, child? I don't know. Miss Maria says it was hilarious when Destiny called herself jumping up and Shanita stood up and asked, "What we doing?" Destiny peed her. She peed on herself. Child, child. She didn't give Lauren a chance to stand up. What we doing here? Yeah, what we about to do? We about to pop. We about to get it popping. If you want to, we can. Come on through here, Dr. Shanita, girl. I was good. Child, I was here for that one, honey. I was all the way live for that one, child. I said, let's get it. Let's get it. Come on through now. Miss Maria says again, how do they think Weather Girl can carry a show when she couldn't carry an episode on LAMH, child? I have no idea, honey. I have no idea. Miss Sensitive says Weather Girl got 5 liens against that house. Ooh, child. Lord have mercy. Miss Charnel says LeBarec's house was sold. You talking about the one that Destiny was in? Yeah, that one was sold a long time ago. Child, I just came out here, child, to give y'all some updates of what I've heard and to make sure all the court cases that Mel and Martell had was done, over with. I ain't got to go back to court with his bald-headed ass no more. Sick of him, too. Destiny, you still got court coming up with LB, honey. We waiting around for that. Update on Tyrone. Carlos' passport being give it to us. Give it to us right now. I ain't got it. You better get somebody to bring it. Child, I cannot with these people. Woo, child. Why these people want to go to jail, y'all? Miss Maria says Shanita showed them 304s. I may be laid back, but I can lean forward real quick. Bet. Miss Maria says LB said, "Bet you better have my money, honey." Well, Miss Maria, I don't know if you forgot, honey, but the show done went on hiatus again. Destiny on break again. She done brought her rented family out of whatever that their caller said yesterday. She done brought them folk out here, but honey, I think she done did that a little bit too late. She did that a little too late, honey. Yes. Mm-mm. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. And thank you, Miss Sexy Diva, for being a sponsor for the show today. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, child, I don't know what D Nasty about to do. Well, she had all 4 of them men up there on that show. Maybe each one of them may give about 5 or 6,000 or something like that. Y'all, I think they will. Lance ain't about to give up and give her nothing, because Lance, he got to take care of his cheer. And then Will is a male 304. He ain't thinking about that. Miss Maria says, well, Miss ain't left. Miss Maria says, well, then destitute better be slanging that beat up ran through. Not the kitty cat, honey. Baby, that thing I think is played out, child. Ain't nobody. I don't think the fella's gonna be purchasing that, Miss Maria. They ain't about to put 25 cents on that one, honey. Child. I don't think she got it, y'all. She sound like Tasha K. She might well go to the court and tell LB them, like Tasha K said, I ain't got it. I ain't got it, y'all. Miss Helen says, Maria, not beat up and ran through Kitty. Honey, that's what she said. The whole Kitty just beat up, ran through, abandoned, and all of that, honey. Miss Steve said that puss ain't catching at Maria. Child, I don't know who in the worst shape, her or Kimmy, honey. Her or Kimmy. She can't go to Martell. He ain't got it. Carlos ain't finna give it to him. Because he'll probably tell them, y'all have the same platform that I have, being a content creator on YouTube. And you could have been making you some money. But instead, y'all did not choose to do. I don't have no money to give nobody. I don't have it. I can't. I don't spend a lot of money on Martell Hope, money that I know I ain't gonna never get back. And that and what he tried to Child. Side hen is a drop box puss, Miss Sensitive said. Child. Sound like D Nasty is too, child. They do hear girls fighting a losing battle, seem like to me. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, Miss Maria Tamara beat not abandoned Kitty, yes, child. Um, it seemed like to me, I think that judge gonna be sick of Destiny postponing, putting off, postponing, putting off. Child, I read Martell told Destiny, girl, I just got to pay these lawyers from all that money that was wasted behind something that I created when I said I wanted full custody. That child, she got crumped up and she went for my whole throat, honey. And I ain't got it. I ain't got it, child. I still owe these here folk, child. I got to pay these here people, honey. I ain't got it. And then I got this here lazy 304. She don't even want to go to the corner down there to try to make a quarter thinking I'm supposed to take her. Child, I can't. I ain't doing all of that. Mm-mm. Miss Miss what the hell? Miss says due to my y'all got me weak. Miss Hillis says a man wants more than some stale kitty. What else do they have to offer? Not the stale kitty, Miss Hillis. Child, I don't think they got too much more. Not Destiny anyway. You know, played out, old, outdated, done. All of that, honey. I don't know what she gonna do. Don't y'all come up here asking me, cause I don't know. I ain't tell her be doing all that bullshit that she out there doing. Miss Charlene says I thought Wendy was getting out of her guardianship. Haven't seen an update on that as of yet, Miss Charlene. Hopefully we'll hear something soon. Before this month is out, pertaining to Wendy and her guardianship. I haven't heard anything yet. You seen something? Miss Maria says, good thing the timeout corner is closed till Monday. She's out till Monday, honey. Miss Maria says that Charlene, she haven't been back to court yet. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, so hopefully, she'll be getting on out from up under that and can hopefully get near her family to live somewhat of a normal life um from here on out. But yeah, honey, I don't know what Destiny gonna do. If I was LeBeck, I'd be like, I'm sick of her. I am tired. I'm wore out. I don't have no more opportunities. None of that. I'm sick of dealing with all the lies. He just want this to be over with. And I think this would be his last time having to go to court with her. I'm speaking of anything that's still pending. And like Mel with that clown, she don't have to see him no more as far as that goes, courthouse wise anyway. But yeah, I really think Mel and Martell is done all the way around the board. So thank God for that one, child. Ooh, that's a blessing all by itself, honey. I know child, she was tired. Mel was wore completely out. Court. Child. Mm. Miss Maria says, D Nasty, the Nasty better grab a scrap on and get to work down in ATL. Not down in ATL, honey. Miss Helen says, my husband said Destiny has the Jezebel spirit over her, child, all over her. And Miss Helen, I don't think you was in here last night. Miss Carla done went over yonder and told good people that D Nasty done rented the whole family, Miss Helen. I said, not rented one. That's what Miss Carla said. I was done too. Miss Maria says, Helen, she is the Jezebel spirit. Mm. Might as well put them all in an old basket together. Y'all, I was going, what was I looking at? And Kimmy was talking about how Mel put Martell out and his infidelities and all that stuff, talking about she didn't like how she went about it. I'm gonna see what you do with this bull crap you got going on. He don't even want you. He don't like you. What you about to do with Maurice? With Maurice? You want to keep it on the down low? You want to keep it quiet? You gonna do yours on the quiet, quiet. And that's what you gonna do. Child, you better get to singing like a bird, honey. That's what's wrong with the people. Look at this. As long as Mel didn't say nothing about that stuff Martell was doing or had done, he kept doing it. He kept doing it. As soon as she put that foot on that neck, shut him all the way down. He was what, y'all? Quiet on the set, honey. That's right, y'all heard what I said. He was quiet on the set. That's all it took. That's all it took right there. Miss Helen says she can't control her own relationship. Child. Mm-mm. Miss Marissa's dry puss need to mind her freaking business and make sure Lemonhead don't put her out. Ooh. You know, I can see him doing just that too. Because Claudia Jordan said he don't like her. I ain't said it, but I repeated it. Claudia said that. Shout out to Claudia, girl. That's what she told Carlos and Dustin. And y'all know how Carlos claims that he can eat Kimmy draws. He at that time out, Claudia! Claudia! I was like, what? Mm. I said, well, come on through with the business, Claudia, honey. I'm here for it, honey. Miss Sexy Deep said, that's why side hen out looking like a stupid dry box food, child. Mm, mm. I told y'all, I already done told y'all, Marceau and Maurice saying, the more we embarrass them and the more we do, the more they want to stay. Man, how the F we going to get away from these two clowns right here? How we going to get away from them? Miss Maria says, we knew from day one Lemonhead didn't like dry puss. Ooh. He sure sat in her face and said, well, why you married me then? I said, what the what? Why did I get married? Another episode on the OWN network? Child, I can't take too much more. And that's what Claudia said. Clawfoot Claudia didn't lie. Claudia said she ain't got no man. She good with it, honey. You know, Claudia may have been out there, child, for a little taste of a minute, child. You know, she like, you know, let me just do my job. And if I run up on one, I do. If I don't, oh well. Miss Maria said them Scott boys better start digging up the yard and find them draws so they can get away. Not to get away, get away. Child, I don't know what they got to dig up, honey, but them little two right there, you talking about determined. These two clowns is determined to have them a husband, child. It ain't that serious, y'all. It's really not. But they are determined to be married to somebody that don't want to be married. So I'm just really trying to figure out how to make it make sense. Mm, 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 mm. Child, that look Maurice had on his face sitting up there looking at Kimmy, child. Well, why did you marry me, Kimmy? I didn't mislead you. What? Girl, you popped out there in his DM. You slid in his DM, knowing that the ink wasn't dry on his paperwork, thinking you was a 25-year-old. I got the body, yada yada. Oh, he don't like them heavy set girls. Yeah, he do. He like the heavy set girls, and he like the dark skinned girls. Yeah, he do, Kimmy. He do. And you thought you had it going on. I got the body. I got the money. Child, I know you wish like the hell I'd have left him on over there where he was at, honey, nowadays. Miss Helen says they are not attractive in any way, shape, or form. You better come through with it, Miss Helen. I've been looking, I've been searching, child. I've been searching. I ain't seen what they seen yet, child. I can't find nothing. Miss Maria says Slow said he liked the linebackers. Mm. Hmm. Well, Kyle, I'm not calling you no linebacker, but that's what Coleslaw said. But it is what it is. Miss Healing said, Kimmy's dry box is her medicine. No, she thought everything was funny. And then she tried to come up and say she won't touching on Martell like she was touching on Martell. You know you was touching on Martell. You know Martell was married. You ain't got no business touching on a married man like that and try to make that male fall. Nah, girl, go sit down somewhere. Don't blame me. If that was my husband, I'm like, look at here, honey. Let me holler at you. I ain't over there touching on your man, and I'm gonna need you to stop feeling on mine. How about that? I ain't yes, you feeling on him. From what I can see, I'm calling it what my eyes can see. I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. How about that? How about that? Because if Mel wouldn't have said nothing, she would have continued to do it. I don't like people that do that sneaky feel stuff. I don't like that bull crap. A butterball done broke side hen dry puss down to the button of the what? Not to the button of the trash, Miss says. Girl, ain't nobody want nobody jumping up and down on them 2 times a day. Sometimes let alone one, honey. Ooh, child, that's a turnoff, y'all. A lot of people on the internet is saying, he's sick, he has a problem, something is wrong with him. She'll probably sit up there in his face with the baby talk, which that alone drives him crazy. With that baby talk, crying, talking about, I think we can work this out. Child, don't ever do that because he is going to make her. He's literally going to make her. Okay, well, I mean, I need more. You can't give me more. But I will, Maurice. I will. So if you want it 3-4 times, how am I gonna give it to you 3-4 times a day when I gotta work? How am I supposed to work and do that 3 or 4 times a day? Do that 3 or 4 times in a day. Try to work and come home, prepare meals, all of this, do laundry, clean. How am I supposed to do? Yeah, he made a whole slave out of you just like that. You fell for the okie doke, girl. You gonna be better off to free yourself, honey. That ain't gonna work, y'all. If it were me, I would have caught her hand as soon as she raised it. Child, I could not. Well, if he knows something is wrong with him and refuses to work on it, then that's his fault. We know that, but he gonna put it off on her to force her to do what he want done. That's it. That's all. It's a control thing. 12 years a slave, honey. That's just his way of controlling her. Because why? He knows she wants to be married. She don't want Kyle to know that it didn't work. That's the last thing. And that's what a lot of women find themselves in trouble behind. Trying to outdo the other female or in competition with the other female or whatever. He's getting ready to wear her completely down, child. And the sad part about it is going to be she ain't even going to be able to afford no what you call them plastic surgeons and all of that. She ain't gonna be able to do all of that. After so long, you are not a victim, you are a volunteer. And that's what she's gonna become, a volunteer, tuna and side hen. She's absolutely a volunteer. We're gonna what, Reese? We're gonna what, Maurice? Maurice, we're gonna what? What you're not gonna do is girl, you thought you slid one in and you went down that road in that car with him. He all over there swole. She already done said way back when they didn't do it 2-3 times a day, he didn't get mad. But now she said he's like angry. He gets real angry behind it. That's just for the okey doke, y'all. He does that so he can walk out the door, slam the damn door, and go and do what he gonna do. That's it. That's all. It's so old. That's the oldest trick in the book, Maurice. Miss Healy says, imagine being nauseated and having to have X shook up like a milkshake. Well, Miss Hillen, it is what it is. I'm telling y'all, she's going to do it, y'all. She is going to do it. She's not gonna. And I think that's a selfish person to do that, when you should just let him go ahead and free him, and maybe he'll find exactly what he's out there looking for. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? You never know. Um, Miss Erica said you are so right, G. The oldest trick in the book. It is the oldest trick in the book, but guess who's gonna fall for it, Miss Erica? Side hen. He angry because the money is gone and she is clingy and whiny. Mm. Of course, the money is gone. She tried to buy his whole entire family. When Carol went in it just being herself, you like me or you don't. I don't give a F. How about that? That's what Timmy should have did. Nah, they're about as old as his mama talking about some, Mommy, don't you cry. You gonna make me cry, Mommy. Trying to move somebody out and take somebody's spot. Girl, you should have been in there calling that dude Mama or Miss Scott or whatever the F her name is or whatever, child. You up in there talking about some dang on mommy. Girl, that lady don't even like you either. Don't know no people like her. They don't like her, y'all. They don't like her. No, they sure don't. Some people can be bought, and some people don't want to be bought. People just want to be able to, get the feel of you for themselves and go from there. Don't be doing all of that. Child, she did too much, y'all. She went about this whole situation from day one. From day one, didn't have no business sliding down there in his inbox. Come on, he's a damn barber. I ain't seen him in nobody barber shop. I'm away. How many of y'all put a one in the chat? Y'all seen him in the barbershop working? Put a two down there if y'all didn't. Come on, I'm waiting, child. I ain't seen it, y'all. Don't y'all be making no lies to me up here, child. I'm waiting, child. I ain't seen him do none of that stuff, child. He's a barber. Well, I got a son. I want to know if you could cut his hair. What? Girl, you could have did that. Put them guards on them daggone clippers, honey. Try one, that ain't it. Try another one, that ain't it. You're gonna keep on till you get the right guard up there, honey. You just go from there. Miss Maria says, if what he did that to her hair, he ain't a barber, he a butcher. Child, not a butcher. Mm. Hey, Miss Maria, can you imagine if he was trying to cut like all of her hair down or something like that? He only did a little portion in the back, child, and he effed that up, child. You talking about letting him cut my son hair? Child, I know she had to go take that boy Jalen to the real barber shop after that one. She told Jalen, when he leave, I'll take you to get it fixed, honey. Just hold on. Child, Maria, send me the child, he effed her head up, honey. Child, he tore all out the frame, honey. He did. And she was so happy, child. Poor thing. I don't feel no waste tired. Don't y'all try to make me feel sorry for Kim running off at the mouth, always in somebody else's relationship. She should have been worried about her own. Always calling herself trying to take up for him. Just like Tuna Cat. Just like her. Mm-hmm. That's why they can't. That's why come Tuna and that Kimmy don't like each other. They too much alike, child. Especially when it come to them, that men, child. Shorty must be swinging, y'all. All I know, honey. I don't know if they is or not, child. We gonna have to ask Shane. Something has to be going on. That we the people have not found out. Or well, Shan did tell us a little bit. She put just a little out, not a whole lot. But child, Miss Hillen says Tuna Cat could have been caught hands around her. Run up, get done up. Not the run up, get done up, honey. She won't do nothing but cry to call one. Call her mother will come to help her. Or her mouth to tell herself. Miss Erica, let me see. Miss Erica, I think I missed your last post. Mm, uh, Miss Maria says that's the gag. Tuna inside here spent all that time in Mel's marriage. They didn't pay attention to their own. Now that Mel is gone, they see their marriage are toxic as F. AF. They been knew that. They knew that day when Mel sat there at that cabin and said Martell didn't start acting out like he was doing until he got entangled with them Scott boys. They heard it loud and clear. In the same time, Tuna Cat sat at that cabin table talking about she ain't never experienced no infidelities in her marriage. And then y'all find it to be real funny when everybody got a serious look on their face and everything was what? Quiet on the set, honey. It was quiet on the set out there, child. They were just sitting there with their head down, child. All Mel had to do was spin around and laugh, child. Not to laugh in that girl face because you ain't that stupid, honey. Miss Hitler says, God said, don't covet your neighbor's home. Ooh, child. Mm, mm. Hey, Miss Charnel, she says, hey, child, that's what it says, honey. But you couldn't tell them that, honey. They stayed into the Mill and Martell business until they couldn't stay in it no more. Mm-hmm. Now everybody want to have an attitude. They trying to figure out how they can escape like Mel did. What can I do? How can I get out of this? Without looking bad. We had this. No, they ain't even saying they had so much to say in their relationship. They're not saying that. Miss Maria says, Charnel, she says, hey girl. They're not saying that. They feel justified behind their opinions and what they thought about it and all of that. They don't care. They really don't. Probably happy as well to see everything crumble and fall down. All of that. Cause y'all seen how they reacted whenever they was going to that neighborhood meal them stayed in, where they ungrateful asses didn't even appreciate the massage that she wanted to give them clown. They gonna call somebody bougie. Kimmy was saying she was bougie because probably why? Because she had the people there on set up outside for them to go out there and relax and get their massage. But they was ungrateful, child. They didn't appreciate it. They did not appreciate it. We ain't seen nothing else like that on the show since Mel left. Y'all notice that? Not even in a clip they be rolling around on it. We ain't seen nothing else. They have had some of the most shabbiest girls trip 80 parties. I was listening to something before I came live. The people talking about they got to go back and look at what the 80s really looked like, because that right there, what Tuna Cat called herself doing was an epic failure. Just epic failure all the way around. They ain't had no class since Mel left. None. Damn winery. Anybody can drink test wine? That was probably free. Lord have mercy. Miss Maria says, they are not gonna be able to get out like Mel did because they didn't put in the work. Miss Erica says they can't hide behind Mel anymore. Absolutely not. Just pure jealousy. Miss Hiller says, imagine Tuna Cat. Well, I don't want to imagine her undressing Miss Hiller. That was a trigger warning. Miss Hiller, don't do me like that. Don't you do me like that. Why you think Marceau said that she could just give him a hug? He can tolerate a quick hug. Why come, y'all? Because it's not gonna last that long. He don't have to have girl. They don't want it, y'all. Thank you, Miss Maria. They don't want that bull crap. God no. Ooh. Well, Tuna Cat might be played out, y'all. She did say she cheat a lot. Cheat back Tisha. Ain't know what he said. Cheat back Tisha. Captain De Souza, please. Hey, my thoughts. Hey, beautiful people. Hey, girl. Hey. My thoughts. I was up in here in the beginning, and I'm so glad you did pop in. Give you a little recap. I was telling them about. I did see where they said that in the different cities they have like a chat, and that's how a lot of information has been coming up lately pertaining to Tyrone. People's been putting in the chat, and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted your opinion on that. Miss Maria says that my thoughts, hey, beautiful, happy Saturday. Miss Helen says that's why her phone, her pH, girl, her pH balance is off. Mm, mm. Not the pH balance off, honey. The people are here protesting about Tyrone right now. Yes, come on through, y'all. Come on through. Told y'all. Get the word out. Get the word out. Come on, people. Come on. Shall I tell y'all, we got to keep talking, y'all. We got to keep talking here. She says, my thought says, I just left, had to bring my tail home. Wow. That is awesome. Thank God for that. Make that noise, y'all. Make the noise down in Gainesville. Make the noise in Chicago, Illinois. Make the noise, people. We got to help who we can help, y'all. We got to help just keep talking about it. Get that word out there. She says they are dressed in blue and white. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, child. That is a Miss. My thoughts. Thank you for coming through and bringing some good news, honey. Thank you so much for that. It's a lot of CCs I heard on the YouTube streets. They said they really wasn't talking about it because they didn't really know, and kind of like you can mention the name, try to put the pieces to it best you can. Call Lulu name, call brother Kavan name. Yes, that's right, Kavan, Kavon. Call his name. Call these people's names out, y'all. Don't just let them be out there. Miss Hiller says, who is Tyrone? Tyrone was a young man, said he was dating this lady, suppose allegedly is a Haitian. Her name, all I know and all I hear people saying, I don't know her government name, is Lulu. She have a twin brother named Kavan. Lulu is allegedly got some diagon mental illness and all of that. Uh, she dated Tyrone. Tyrone just wanted to spoil Lulu, give her the whatever he could give a child. They say he was always trying to figure out how to get another hustle to have more money to, try to make Lulu happy. But evidently, Tyrone was more involved with Lulu than Lulu was with Tyrone, child. And Tyrone got hit in the back of the head um with last month, December. And the people was trying to figure out how it happened. We heard about the Papa John's pizza, Domino's pizza, the hotel, the cabin. It's just a lot of different things pertaining to it. Anyway, they said he jumped out of the car onto the highway, no scratches. But anyway, a lot of people saying he was pushed out of the car. Allegedly, they're saying that maybe Lulu had some help. Somebody did that to Tyrone. They pushed him out in the car. Oh, a homeless person seen him or whatever. Anyway, Miss Hill, long story short, Tyrone did get to the hospital, but he was later pronounced unalive. So yeah, shout out to him. It's a fresh one as well. All happened in 2025. Romika and Tyrone, this situation. My thought says that healing. She says, "Hey sis, hey." But yes, that's so good that the people are out there protesting and calling his name and all that. My thought says police are going over the camera footage. Yes, thank God for that, y'all. Look at that good news coming through. Look at it, child. And also they said that Lulu's family had left. I guess Gainesville and maybe going back to the islands or wherever, Miss Hill, I'm not really sure. But I think they had left before Lulu. And I'm gonna say allegedly Tyrone, because I think Tyrone was in that car, y'all. So I think after they get through looking at whether it was the Papa John, the Domino's, the cabin, the whatever, these footages on the highways and all of that, child, I really believe they're gonna come up with something. Something is out there and they're gonna find it. Yeah, I really believe they're gonna find something. Um my thought says there are a lot of people out there. Let's see if it makes the national news. I sure hope and pray, Miss my thoughts. You have to keep us posted um on that as well. If you see something, slide it, girl, slide it, let the good people know. But it's just a blessing because it was quiet on the set for a little bit, y'all. But like I said, a lot of people didn't, they said they didn't have a lot to go off of because Lulu don't not on social media and all that kind of stuff like that and stuff. But my thoughts, they did say that Lulu's brother was more aggressive than Lulu was allegedly. So I'm wondering, they are twins, so they say. Do Kavan has mental illness as well? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just asking. My thought says I always believe Lulu did something. Why else would she run? That part right there. And why would she put him in? They said after he fell out the car, jumped out the car. However, that part happened. She kept driving, but they said she did go back. So they saying maybe somebody told her you need to go back to the scene. So she listed him as a John Doe at the hospital. I guess trauma. Maybe she had to. Not really sure. But he was listed as a John Doe, and she left the hospital before his peoples got there and all that. So, my thing is, she didn't have anything to hide. She would have sat there until his family came in and attempted to tell them something. Just say something. And she wasn't saying anything. Miss Charnel says, and empty his bank account. Took all the quarters that were left up in there, baby. That's what the people said. She took his quarters. I don't know how many he had. They just said it was a hardworking man that loved himself some Lulu, honey. Looked like he had bought a whole BBL. I told y'all he had all of that sitting around his neck. Red flags. Yes. Child, that's some good news right there, y'all. Child, thank you, my thoughts for that one, honey. Yeah, that was a lot of red flags on that one right there. But at the same time, she do need to come out and tell something. Tell it. Tell what you know. But she couldn't have did all that by herself. She couldn't have been driving down that road and pushed him out of that car. If he was hit in the back of the head, he's weak. He don't have the strength to open up no car door. She had help, y'all. Because if she reached over to open up that car door, she gonna be swerving and swerving and could possibly hit another car or something like that. And people gonna call the police on her dumb because they're gonna think she's a drunk driver out there or something like that. So no, I think there was somebody else in that car, y'all. I just believe that. But as for me, whether it's nighttime, daytime, whatever, child, when I open up my driver door, I can look all the way inside of my car. You're not gonna be hiding behind no seat up in here with me, honey. Uh-uh. My thought says people always have mental illness when they get into trouble. Their asses were not crazy before. What the crazy lady need the money for all that what the crazy lady need the money for all of a sudden. Child, make it make sense, honey. Come on through. Miss Helen says, I agree, my thought. Mm-hmm. Now, nobody's saying that Tyrone was a millionaire or nothing like that. We don't even know how much money he had in his bank account. But whatever it was, baby, she took it. She wiped his ass out, y'all. She said, let me go ahead and get this because the people going to come through. But, honey, I'm so glad that somebody else is making some noise other than his auntie, y'all. Because his auntie was on that there live over here on Facebook, and she was screaming. She was screaming, y'all. She said he loved her. That's what the aunt said. She said that he didn't deserve that. She said he did anything he could for Lulu, honey. Lulu's a selfish little mother. My thought says they always find the Lord in the jail. No one told them they can find him on the outside. He's everywhere, honey. You better know he's everywhere. He is everywhere, child. Ain't that something how they so saved in the prison? Anybody seen my sweet today? My sweet? Child, I hope she all right. She maybe went down there to Fort Dix today, y'all. I ain't seen her up in here. Not as of yet. She probably went down there to see if she could catch Diddy out there. What you call them yesterday, my thought? He girls. He girls on the yard. My sweet, don't you come in here bothering me. I thought somebody he out there with the he girls on the yard, child. Like it not. She says Lulu did not want what he gave her. She wanted all that he had. Greed. Well, my thoughts. They said Lulu and that brother was very close. The twin brother. My thought. They said the twin brother and Lulu was child. My sweet at Fort Dix in the parking lot. You know, ain't it Saturday and Sunday when they get the visitations or something, y'all? She just sitting and watching. Miss Maria, she like Nesta or Sonya. You know, Sonya said she gonna be out there with her when a bagel pot out there in the parking lot, honey. She trying to see what Nesta was doing on the yard, y'all. So my sweet, don't you tell me you out there watching and he don't know you out there, honey. I tell y'all better stop going looking for stuff you ain't ready for, honey. Cause God knows when I seen that picture popping up with that little thing with his arm on Diddy, child, I said, what the hell? I wasn't ready for that. I ain't expect that to come out, child. Sure did, but it popped right on out, child. Bam, right in our face. I said, wait, what? Child, that is some good news. Good news. Tyrone, we believe you're gonna get some justice. Justice is gonna be served, Tyrone. It ain't over with. Miss Marissa's mom, sweet got a drone watching, not the whole drone, honey. Ooh, child. Mm-mm. Y'all know what my sweet gonna say? She gonna say, I ain't getting no notification. My sweet girl, I cannot. My thoughts about my sweet gonna jump the fence on the he girl. Child, not jump the fence, honey. Ooh, child, she was three shade of hot behind that one, child. I ain't about to play with y'all. My sweet didn't like that thing, honey. I said, well, okay. Child, I'm just glad she couldn't get down there to Fort Dix that day when that thing popped off, child. She might have been out there riding that night, sitting out there in the parking lot and trying to figure out which yard they were gonna hit, child. That's a mess, child. My sweet, I told her to just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Free yourself. Free yourself. Yeah, just cut that mess out, you know. Let the he girl have him if that's what he wants. My sweet, don't be out here like Kimmy them being selfish. Let them men go. Let them be free. Let them find themselves and all of that. But when you let them go and you let them go and they have the opportunity to come back anytime they want to, you might as well have kept them, child. They be in and out all the time. Revolving door. I am sure she has night goop goggles. Child, not the recording one. She ain't out there trying to recall nothing, is she, honey? Child, she might be, ain't no telling. Yeah, but I got a good feeling she might be trying to visit him today on the down low, y'all. She don't want us to know that. That's probably where she's at. She come back up here to my. I ain't know you went live. She been out hit me up after I get off this live, and cause I'm gonna tell her, honey, don't try to fool me, cause I know exactly where you was. That's what I'm gonna tell her. I know exactly where you was at, honey. That part. Yes, child. But yeah, y'all, shout out, shout out. That was some good news today. That warmed my heart, my thoughts. I'm so happy on that one, child. And as far as Ramika go, I just want them to get Carlos, child, and that will really warm my heart, child, with his cold-hearted self. That is, ooh, child, them some cold-hearted people down that way, child. I was like, my God. Oh, but I was saying, y'all know I be all over the place, but I hope that his the new boyfriend don't come out. You know, I just hope he stay quiet on the set. The new guy that Ramika had met and that had started dating, because you know you never know what they might be trying to do to him or whatever. Child, this some dangerous stuff. But like I said, it didn't matter which way she went, what she tried to do. You know, she tried to give him to Holly and all of that. That wasn't good enough. I just feel like they was just a hit placed on her head, y'all. That's just my opinion only, but I really believe that. I do. It could have been numerous of things. Could it been possibly like a gang affiliated thing or something like that? It's a possibility. And no matter what she tried to do, I just believe it was they was gonna get her. No matter what she tried to run, hide, or whatever, child. Oh my God, y'all. I ain't even see my sweet come down in the chat, y'all. Oh my God. My sweet, was you listening in the bushes? My sweet. My sweet, you were down in the bush. Girl, I told the girls you was up that died. over there in Fort Dix with oh child. You just left me. What you see on the yard? My sweet, what you were doing? My thoughts said that fool acting like he is sorry now. He should have left that girl alone. She did not want his raggedy ass no more. That part. Um, Miss Maria says, my sweet, speak of the devil. Where you at? My sweet, you better give us some accountability, honey. Hey, Miss Kathy. She says, hey, everyone, I am late. You are just fine. My sweet, I done been up here for almost 2 hours. I ain't seen or heard not one word from you. Where have you been? She to my just got off the phone with my goddaughter. Sorry. Uh-huh. You expect me to believe that one? Girl, I done told the girls you was over there at Fort Dix, honey, today. I said, ain't that when they do the visitation on Saturdays? Miss Saint says, in my sweet, in my thought, she says, hey. Maria says, Kathy, hey, friend, better late than never. Yes. My thought says, hey, Kathy. She says, hey, lady, better late than never. Mm-hmm. And Miss Saint says, hi, Kathy. Child, my sweet, I ain't about to believe that there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Child, we thought you was over there, down there at Fort Dix, in the parking lot, watching to see what you could see pop out on the yard. You know what I'm talking about, my sweet. Did you see anything? Or was it quiet on the yard today? Did they get a chance to go out and play today? Or did you leave too soon? We the people needs to know. Child, my thoughts, who you are talking about acting like they sorry? I know you're not talking about Carlos, because Carlos don't act like he's sorry, honey. Them narcs ain't sorry about nothing. Uh-uh. My sweet said, I am not at Fort Dix. Miss Thing got me barred. Oh my God. Girl, he is three shaded hot with you, child. Mm-mm. He said, what you ain't gonna be doing is looking at him on the yard with what the dyke? He girl. I think that's what my thoughts said. He said, you not be peeping at him out there on the yard no more, honey. Mm-mm. But you should have told him, Ma Sweet, that mess was all over the internet, honey. Everybody seen it. And tell him how embarrassed you was about it, but you don't got past it. That part now, child. Mm, 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 mm. No, my thoughts, Carlos ain't ashamed of nothing, honey. He don't feel sorry. He's not embarrassed. I can't even feel that in my heart for him. Because even if I wanted to, or if I thought about doing it, I just go back to that picture where he was just standing over her like, you better go ahead on out here now. You better go ahead on. Miss Maria says that my sweet, the audacity. Yes, my sweet says, she mad because I got all the money and property, mad as a sissy in a board's camp. What? Mad as a sissy in a board's camp. I cannot with you, honey. I can't do it with you. I ain't gonna mess with you. Child. Well, you might have that previous, they call that dirty money. And he's fine with that, my sweet, because he know who he's standing beside. He gonna ride it out with him, honey, because he know who he working with. He said if he did it once, he can do it again. And besides, he know that Mama Combs has got the real. What you got ain't nothing but a little bit of play. Mama Combs is got the real. Now, what you guys say about that? Because Mama Combs ain't about to let you touch what she got, honey. You can cancel that. I ain't even got to ask no question about that one. Mama Combs ain't about to let you get that. The devil is a what? A whole lot, y'all. A whole one. Mm-hmm. My sweet says, hey, Sonya, please give my grandparents a hug for me, please. Yes, ma'am. My thoughts to my sweet. He girl gonna try to take over the family. Wait until it's let loose. Ooh. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. My thoughts, I don't think my sweet care too much about the family right now, honey, because she probably figuring they knew about the he girl out there on the daggone on the yard. Miss Maria says, G, Mama Cone's busy fighting off the kids. Oh my God, not fighting off the kids. Child, they did say the kids were trying to take her down to get the money too, child. They just too many people fighting over that money. Did it, child. Mm-hmm. Them there folks is everywhere. They be about to be run out pretty soon. Last week they never tell us how much wheat she got. All I know, we didn't have to get the Brinks truck out and help her that day. She was able to do that all by herself. Probably a good old pillowcase or something. My thought says, for the love of money, honey. Not the New Jack City. Girl, not New Jack City on. Ooh, child. Mm, 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 mm. Child, all these people on this internet do too much. My sweet says, Mama, only have her wigs. I got the money. I bet she told y'all. Well, baby, I'm gonna need you to go on over there and get her a couple hundred Ks, cause them wigs she got ain't wigging, baby. Is that synthetic or human? Looks a lot like synthetic to me. Can you help her out one last time? That was your man's mom. We the people just saying, can you help her just one more time? Please and thank you. Marissa's mom sweet. She can keep them dry, raggedy things, child. Toe up from the floor up, child. Toe up from the floor up. Leave mama alone in have my ass off. my my thought said that blonde one looks like she had to fight the dog for ooh child. I see. If that son of mine's got that kind of money, honey, I'm gonna have the top quality wig, honey. That's gonna be one of them that you can wear quite often, child. I ain't about to be buying that old mess looking like that, honey. No, don't order it off Temu or nowhere else. Amazon, don't do that, baby. No, you better fly somebody in with my stuff. And I don't care where you get it from. Hey, Mr. Niece girl. All the girls is up in the joint today. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I appreciate it. Um, Mr. Niece, did you know they had took Carlos's passport, Mr. Niece? My sweet says, Mama got top wigs from the dollar store. Top what? Off the top shelf. That's what she got it. The top wig off the top shelf, off the top of the dollar store. How about that, child? Mm-mm. Child, I cannot. Miss Maria says, my thought says, Mr. Denise, hey, sweet lady. Miss Maria says, Mr. Denise, hey, girl, hey, what's popping in the H-Town? Child, Mr. Denise, are you behaving yourself? Um, my thought says, my sweet, Dollar Tree dollar store is too expensive. What? Miss Faye says, hello, Denise. Not too expensive. The last time I checked, the highest price was $1.75, y'all. In them that dollar store. What y'all talking about? Wait a minute. What? Y'all play too much. Y'all could at least gave her a $5 wig. Y'all wrong for that. Miss Denise, what passport that ninja ain't got no money to travel. They say him and Romika Travels had been doing some traveling, but they allegedly got his passport. Miss Maria says that Faith, hey friend, how's the hardest working sister in the chat today? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. That part. Child. Miss Denise says, hey, all my sisters in here. I got all my sisters with me. Hey, hey. We are family. Yes, that part. Mm-hmm. Child, Mr. Niece, don't get me the line about his passport, honey. I'm just telling you what I heard out there on the YouTube, the streets, honey. And David Brown was out last night too, Mr. Niece, child. He don't feel no ways tired one way or the other. He is emotionlessness. He don't show no feelings at all. He could care less, Mr. Niece. Mm-mm. No. My thought says, Mama must not be getting top dollar for the girls anymore. Child don't seem like it, honey. Yes, Mr. Niece. David Brown was out on the streets last night. Miss David says, "Hello, Mr. Niece, Mama, sister, Ma." Yes, honey. David Brown was out last night, Mr. Niece. And if I'm not mistaken, I think him and Carlos was in the same spot because they were trying to tell David Brown to tell Carlos to hit that link and stuff, but Carlos won't hit the link. Uh-uh. Carlos said, y'all gonna know his story. Hmm. The only person popping out for Carlos now, David Brown, look like to me, child. Miss Faith, Maria says that Faith, child, that's too much. Miss Faith has got to go in at 7 p.m. until 4:30 in the morning. Ooh, baby, you better go to sleep, Miss Faith. Ooh, Lord. Child, we praying for you. Mm-mm. That's a lot. Ma sweet, I'm so glad you popped out because you know I be worried about you. You know, for sure, for sure. Today was Saturday. It's kind of more or less like a laid back Saturday. And I just assumed you was over there in Fort Dix with your man today, honey. But thank you for coming out and clearing up that information for us, honey. Cause I told him, I said, she gonna hit me up later on after I get off this live and tell me she was not at no Fort Dix. And I was gonna say, yes, you was. Yes, you was. Mr. D says that David better go sit down before those same 25 people get him LOL when it really was one person. Ooh. Mm. Mr. D's what? Mr. Nee, I'm gonna need you to pop up here real quick and tell us what you talking about, because I don't know. David better go sit down before those same 25 people get him LOL when it really was one person. Hmm. I heard about that too. I heard about the gun residue in his car. I'm just ready, y'all. I'm just ready. My thought says, G, any news on the young girl that the rapper unalive that was found in the trunk of the car? No, I ain't heard nothing about that one, my thought. Child, I be into this crime stuff, though. I'm getting into it, y'all. This stuff be interesting to me. Child. My sweet says, you welcome, LOL. And David was on a panel the other night. They gave him a fit. Child. And David always pops out, my sweet. David is on the scene for Carlos when there is no one else, y'all. David is 10 toes down. He's not yelling. He asked the people what your justice look like. They just be talking reckless, y'all. Crazy. I be like, where these people come from? It's like she is gone to never, ever, 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 ever return. And you would be thinking, from September the 8th to now, you would have just a little taste of, just a little bit. If nothing else for the little boy, nothing, y'all. Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. And y'all know what the people say? The people say, let them keep on talking. They're gonna eventually forget who they talking to, and something is gonna eventually slip out. So, just waiting around, y'all. Is David his significant other? Sounds like a little suspect to me. My thoughts allegedly, hon. I'm just saying. Looks like to me, him and Holly both are glad Ramika's out of the way. hmm That goes back to y'all how people grin in your face. Hey, Miss Denise, girl. Hey.
Hey, I finally got me have an issue with my little internet to get on the thing. What I was trying to say was David and Carlos when they went to that courthouse and they went after Ramika's sister, younger sister. They went after her and they let 18-year-old brother put them hands on him so hard that he made him think that he was getting whooped by 25 and it was one. There was one little boy that tore their butts up while they was out there screaming. They got Carlos say he got jumped by 10. He said it was 25. That was one little boy that popped out so hard and made you feel like 25 to 10 people hit you. That's what
Girl,
that was. I was
when I
proud.
saw
He
that,
made me proud, that little baby.
you better come through with it, honey. Cause when I saw that young man swinging them dukes like that, I said, "Take him down, boy. You better tear the head up, child." And that's when Carlos
Baby,
lost some dread. He lost
baby,
several
I was
dreads on
really,
that day.
they took the little old baby. They took the little old baby to jail, but I was telling the peoples, I said, well, you just let me know. I come out of retirement. I'll go get on the little pole, go get the little baby some bail money, give him free. Because that didn't make no doggone sense right there. I'll go shake a leg or two and give him a little something to put some money on the books, get him out. Yeah. Because he
Not shake
sure
a
made
tail
me
feather.
proud with them swings. Y'all gonna shake a
Not,
tail fella. I'm gonna shake it like I told what's name, get right. Get that
yeah,
$5 fine. I was gonna do that.
girl, we all had to go shake a tail feather to get that baby out, honey. But that baby won't playing that day, honey. He said,
That baby
"No, no,
wasn't
I'm not gonna
playing.
be playing with y'all."
My baby told his auntie and his mom and them, he said, all I saw was losing my sister all over again. I can't. He wasn't gonna have it. They wasn't trying to have it. They wasn't
Yes.
cause out of all the men that was out there, like they said, when them brothers come to the courthouse and the nephews, when they come to the courthouse, they never go in. But this
Mm,
particular day, they went that particular day, they went in. And as he went in there, and right when that judge made that announcement that they was that she agreed that they can do the DNA, he acted the fool and went straight at the sister. And that boy wasn't having it. So when they made them leave, they told them to leave. So they put Holly and them people and all of them out first. And Carlos and them, all of them stayed and they lingered. They lingered
mm-hmm,
around and waited for them to come out. So when they came out, they attacked them. And that boy put he laid it down. He laid the
mm-hmm,
law and laid it hard.
mm-hmm,
Even the police officers was standing by, folding their hands, and they do nothing for a minute.
mm-hmm.
They let that little baby go.
Yeah, he was swinging, boy. He was swinging, boy. He went at David Brown, boy. You thought he was doing one of them, what they call them when when they hitting that fist thing when they boxing or what, that he was going, and he
Yeah.
went in. He
And,
didn't get a
and,
chance. He
and,
didn't get a chance to think about what was about to happen.
and all. And David, while you out here trying to say you slipped and it was slippery and stuff, I ain't seen no rain out there. I just want to put that out there. I ain't seen no rain. I ain't seen no log in front of you. That was pure jaw land, and you had a nice grip of tennis shoes. So I don't know what you talking about. You got dealt with, and I ain't see no 25. I just saw one person with the armor on. That's all I see. That boy was throwing them hammers down. That's John
Hey, look,
Henry right there. That was John
Da-
Henry.
David ain't been back since.
Just then. Now he want to pop out. He want to pop out a little low. Notice he popping out after dark. He's stupid behind. You better get
mm-hmm,
your tail back in that bushes, old David.
mm-hmm. Child, David said, let somebody else do it. He said he ain't got time, child. He got to run that truck. David ain't been back to the courthouse since, honey. Mm-mm.
I
Mm-mm.
was laughing. Hold on. I hope y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had to put my little headset on. But no, this is what I was laughing at. Because he came into somebody else's chat. I ain't gonna say the content creator's name, but you came into this particular content creator's chat, threatening Quadir. Told him don't come up to the courthouse or he just pop out and blah 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 blah. Well, everybody was trying to say that about you. Because when your boy stepped out and stepped to that girl, when you stepped to the sister, and as the bros was gonna sit back and let you take out another sister, bro, y'all better go sit down. And he put them piles on there, and you want to step out like you just a mighty king bodyguard. You showed him. I'm so glad you
Mm-hmm.
showed that. I could have sworn that boy was running backwards so fast. You beat Carl Lewis, boy. You did that. You did that. You ran back. You should have got in that doggone relay race for that run that you
And
did.
look, they didn't realize it was gonna hit the net that as fast as it hit the net, honey. It was
It hit
all
the net.
over the place. I said, dang.
We waiting on that. We was waiting on that. Now that was a run, as if you want to call it. It was a run.
Yes,
He that was Forrest Gump running, but he did it
child.
backwards. Yes,
Made
indeed.
Carlos. Hey, look, made Carlos lose the dreadlocks. I read Dave said, I'm not about to be going out there losing my dreadlocks, honey. I ain't doing it.
Yes. And they were trying to sell. Somebody put it on the internet. Talking about they gonna pay. They pay top dollars if they holding it for ransom. Talking about if you want it back.
The
They
dread,
holding
honey,
it
not
for
the dread.
ransom. For ransom. They holding it for
Uh-uh.
ransom, baby.
Girl, ain't
And
nobody
somebody
want
they
that
go.
musty hair.
They gonna hold it for ransom. Told him he wanted back. They trying to get some money so they can help his baby out since he posted them shoes and didn't get that baby his shoes. You just trifling, Carlos. You just trifling is all I know. You gonna do that for sure.
But Miss Denise, I've dealt with a narc, not to this extreme, and I'm sure you have, and probably a lot of more ladies in the chat have dealt with narcs. Have you ever seen a narc like these narcs though? They don't. I
Tell me,
mean, just numb.
yeah. I know I was married to one that was just like that. They was identical. That's why I'm thinking they might be his people. Cause that
Well,
that narc popped up. That narc popped up, and I ain't seen that fool in 2 years. But he popped up on New Year's Day. Try to show what he got. I say, ain't all right then. I wasn't gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna even play with you, bro. I wasn't gonna give you what you want. Cause you know they got to always go back to the person that they feel they can intimidate and use them as the
mm-hmm,
punching bag to see if they can get some feeling out of them. I ain't giving you
mm-hmm.
nothing you can feel. You ain't feel nothing. That's it. You ain't feel nothing. You ain't even get no feelings out of that. I was nonchalant. I
No,
turned that
no.
same narcissism. Yeah, I turned that same narcissism back on him, and he couldn't. Cause like you said, when a narc can't hit you, when a narc cannot get nothing out of you, arousement, he know he lost control. It pisses
Mm-hmm,
him off. And yeah,
mm-hmm,
and I can feel, I can really understand what Ramika was talking about. How long do you have to be away from somebody for them to get over you? Because even dealing
mm-hmm,
with I blocked them, but I could roll over and go through my phone and see how many times that fool and tried to call me, missed call since then. I say since I ain't seen you and heard from you in 2 years. What you popping
mm.
out for? You feel what
Child.
I'm saying? So I know
Mm-hmm.
what that baby going through. We all been there. We all been there. We all been there. I might need to find that little 18-year-old and see could he come on do a little service for auntie. Come on here and find your auntie over here, baby. I need you to rerun that back. You can I'll help you. I'll help you, baby. I'll help you.
Child. All I saw was fear swinging. That boy was moving too fast for them. He was moving too fast, y'all. They couldn't keep up with him.
He
I
was.
mean,
But they
Denise,
go
I told them, I said, regardless of what Romika would have done or what she didn't do, I feel like there was just a hit on her. Do you feel that way?
it was a hit on her. Because it's like I said, once they get Holly, and if they could get her to talk, or matter of fact, personally, Holly need a whole nother attorney. Let's be clear. She really do. They need to get rid of this chick right here. I ain't taking her for, but it's because the reason why I say what I'm about to say is because if they could get Holly to talk like she's supposed to, they'll find out that this really was a play. It had to be done on that particular day because 3 days later, after the fact, Carlos was supposed to be in jail. Supposed to be showed up
Mm-hmm.
in court for assault. SA
Mm-hmm.
case against her, and
Mm-hmm.
she was gonna testify along with some more stuff that was gonna get him locked down for good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
she had to go on that day. She had to go. So it's a RICO. And if you really how we know it was a RICO once they get everybody that's involved, because everybody was already planted out there before she rolled up. So how did y'all able to see when she came down the street, dropped her child out? They got all of that. Drop the child
Mm-hmm.
out, took the kid to the school, come out of the school. All of them have that from every
Mm-hmm.
angle. And
Mm-hmm.
they was recording the people that was recording them. That's the crazy
Mm-hmm.
part. So yeah, this is a RICO if they could get her to open her mouth. Because if not, she finna take the fall for everybody. And I would not have done that. It ain't just Carlos she covering for. She's fit to take the fall for everybody.
Mm.
And I truly just feel, if y'all love this girl like y'all say, you better get her to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I feel like everybody that was involved in the unaliving on this young woman, with y'all hateful, jealous behind, they all need to go down, including Carlos, because he is the mastermind. I don't care what they say. That's like
Mm-hmm.
the head of the mafia ring. He needs to go.
Yeah, this is really deep. It's really, really deep. It's real deep, y'all. We got to stay on top of it, y'all. We really do. When when they go to trial and all this stuff started coming out and stuff. One thing about this trial thing, I hate the part that they family has to replay and see all this stuff. Ugh, that's just gonna be. Ugh. Mm, hmm.
Right. I think that's why some people feel like she ought to they ought to give her a deal and let her take the plea or something like that or deal. But she's not. But then if she don't, okay, go ahead and give her life. But I wouldn't want Miss Tina to sit in that courtroom and have to live through the actual details of what happened to your daughter and the actual details on how they planned out her unaliving up under everybody's nose. And they planned it for months,
Yeah. Yeah, but you are so
allegedly.
right about that. I was trying. I was well. We had talked about him had that court case coming up, and they was talking about him. Probably going to jail, and I'm sure he shared that with what Miss Maria called a homicide harlot. And
Oh yeah, that's whole
what you
homicide,
want me to
Holly.
do? What you want me to do? What you want me to do, Carlos? Carlos, what you want me to do? That mean I get the number one spot. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mm, sad.
Rumor has it on the street. I don't know how true this is, but rumor has it on the street. Carlos ain't the one that's pulling the string. It was somebody at that gym that was pulling the string. That called that order out because if Carlos downfall go, everybody goes with it.
Mm,
If Ramika allegedly talked,
mm,
allegedly, I said, well then why y'all ain't going after Cordier? Because my thing is at the same time I don't trust him. He badmouthed that girl from jump. He badmouth
mm-hmm,
or something, and then I see certain people is riding with him. Why?
mm-hmm,
I don't believe nothing he say. I don't trust him, and I don't trust
mm-hmm,
anybody that one minute y'all on her side, and next minute you against her, then one minute you back with her. No, I don't trust nobody. If you flip flop like house shoes, I don't deal with you. I can't deal with you.
I heard
Y'all
David
stay over
Brown say
there.
the other night, he told Quadre to stop lying, man. You on our side, man. Stop lying. Lying. He over here gaslighting y'all. That's what David Brown said.
And I believe him. But David ain't lying. He is gaslighting them. I can see that. And they all falling for it. He on panel to panel. He on that other lady, the one who claimed I was there. I was there. Yeah, he gaslight all of y'all. And I'm starting to believe she with him too. I don't
Mm,
even listen to him now. I don't even support that mess. I don't. Because at the end of the day, I know who I feel like this all of them doing a play, and some people are doing it for money. Some people are doing it under this girl's name for money, and that's sad. But I feel like
mm.
I literally advocate, really advocate for justice for victims. I
Yeah,
do.
absolutely.
I
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time. I feel like what they doing is wrong. And it's like you can't. It's like if somebody come for you, I ain't finna be teaching how high and all on they panel and be with them. No, you diss my sister. You diss this
Mm-hmm.
woman. I ain't finna. I'm not lollygagging with none of y'all. Unfollow. I ain't finna socialize with you. I ain't talking to you. I ain't going on your panel and laughing and telling you no information. I don't even want you on mine. Keep it moving.
Mm,
Cause see,
absolutely.
cause if you stab me in the back, you're gonna stab me in the front.
Wow, let me read this one right quick. We got to have a deep conversation about dealing with narcs one day, y'all, as well. Miss Erica says, I was married to a narc. He married and divorced 2 times after me and was still bringing my name up to people, especially my sons. They would change the subject to make him stop. It's scary and frustrating. My thought says, you said what you said. The people in the back heard you, girl. That was at Miss Maria.
Hmm.
She says they offered her a deal and she refused. Okay. Miss Maria says, Erica, I'm thankful you got away. So am I. Thank God for that. Miss Erica said, thank you, Maria. Peaceful ever since. LOL. Child, them narcs is crazy, honey. But I just really felt like there was no escaping for Ramika, no matter where she turned. Child, it's bad to get
Right.
tangled up with
I feel
people like
like
that.
here's the thing, sis. There are some women they could get with a narc and they could get away and they could live their life and they could get away even if they have
Mm-hmm.
to keep moving for the rest of life. But then there's some like Romika that there was no, he was letting her know. How many times I guarantee you he got in her face and he told her the only way you gonna get out like my narc, I ain't trying to claim him like that, but my ex-husband was telling me the only way you gonna get out this marriage if you roll out. And I told
Mm-hmm.
him we gonna roll together. Okay? But you gonna be the first one that they gonna have flowers for before they get to me.
Oh,
That part.
Lord
So
have
he
mercy.
already know I'm a fool. Cause when I served him the divorce papers the first time, I had to do it 3 times because he kept running. But the first time I defined it, my auntie, because they know he was fighting with me, my auntie said, you need to get out the house, then serve him the papers. I said, nah, I'm good. He want this. Baby, I wasn't thinking and nothing. I put that ice cream in the refrigerator. I forgot he was standing by the sink. He was cutting up. He had a knife in his hand. He was cutting up vegetables. By the time I closed that refrigerator and put that ice cream, he was up on my neck with the knife, and he said, I know you're going to take that divorce paper back. I say, I grabbed the knife, I put it to my neck, and I put it deeper. I say, hit this artery right here, because if you don't, they're going to find you up in here, player. Both. I'm going to the jailhouse. You going to, I say, you going to have an appointment with Jesus. So go on, hit this artery, and I want you to hit it good. That's when he realized I was a fool. I
You
wasn't
is a
playing with him.
fool.
I
You is
am.
a fool.
I
That girl.
am. I
I
am. I
cannot
told him,
with
go on
you.
in the back and get, I said, go on get my jailhouse wig. That's the one I'm going to be wearing up out of here.
You ain't
Yeah.
got a
Like I was,
jailhouse wig, do you?
oh, yes, I do, baby. I went down there before. I got a jailhouse wig. I sure did. Sure did. Stop the violence. Stop it.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah. I cannot with you. Mr. Niece, don't get in trouble because we the girls go down there looking for you, honey. We ain't gonna know who you is.
That's all right. I know, Charlie, because they probably go snatch, because, they tried to snatch me out when I was trying to wink at the little officer. And he thought I was looking good, too, till they snatched the wig off. I said, first of all, don't let that look fool you, baby, because I still look good up under it, okay? Don't even worry about that. Don't you worry
Oh,
about that at all.
child, I
That's what he
cannot with
know.
you.
He talking about she is throw for real. Yes. I ain't got no shame. Ain't no shame
Lord,
in me.
Lord have mercy. Miss Acker says I had to leave my house for a few weeks and disappear in the process. Put a steering wheel lock on my car at work because he would have taken it. It was a process. Had to get the law involved, child.
Yep. And let me
She's
tell y'all. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. Let me tell
no,
you
she
this one
said
part.
jailhouse wig. She said love it, child.
Let me tell y'all how I actually got him served, y'all. It took me to do it 3 times, and I had to fire 3 times. How I got him served, managed to get him served for that last time on that 2 years ago, was when he was sitting at the house. He was sitting at the house. We all had moved in with my daughter-in-law for a second, and I told him, I say, hey. I said, I said, your side B at the door. It was 6:30 in the morning. He come flying, talk, what's she coming there for? I said, I don't know. You have her come picking you up. Time I see the Uber. Go see what she want, right? It was the sheriff. They served him. And he goes, somebody, you now been served. I turned around and I was standing at the door. I said, was it good for you like it was for me? Oh, he was hot. Oh, he was hot. I said the best sensation. Well, he was ready he could have choked the piss out of me. I was waiting for it. I said, well, I could have lit a cigarette and I ain't had one. I said, was it good for you like it was for me, baby? I bet you won't run now.
You is a fool, girl. I cannot. My thoughts said, Mr. Needs, you have not changed since I ran into you on YouTube. You need a stand-up show. Honey, her and her wigs need a whole stand-up show by themselves, child. I cannot.
I'm trying to tell you. But they're gonna stop playing with me all the
That girl
time.
said the jailhouse wig. I was done then. I was done.
You got to
Mm-mm.
have you one. You got to have you one every time. You got to have you one. Because you can't go in there all shiny and super starred up like you Puffy Mama or somebody. You can't go there because then they're going to be wanting their funds. But you got to have that jailhouse ring. It's that po pimp and stuff. You got to be po with it so they can have some sympathy for you. Because they other than that, they're going to be like, I know she know better. But see, I tried that. They look right past the wig, say that helper is off her chain. I just try to tell them. I don't know what you. Then I gets in front of the judge and he was like, now I just know this. I say, I know, Yana. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how I got down here, Yana. I'm just sweet. I was reading the Lords of the Bible. I was talking to the Lords when all this rush of this happened. All of that. All that. I tried to be trying to tell him, but he didn't believe me. He believed I was talking to the Lords. He didn't.
So wait a minute. So after so he didn't do nothing with the knife, but then he ended up calling the popo on you.
Tried to say that I forced him. I mean, allegedly. I mean, allegedly, he says that I literally tried to force him because I had pulled the pow, and he said I had forced him forcibly to sign the divorce papers. Now, technically, It depends on how you looked at it. Because I just told him if we was gonna do his part. Now he can voluntarily sign it or he was gonna get it involuntarily. Okay, and I was gonna be at the boat by 5. That's all I told him, Your Honor. But one day I said, but I was trying to talk to the lawyer before he did all of that. I don't know what he talking about. The man cuckoo. That's all I said. And that's what right then and there they knew I was off. He said, he said, I'm not gonna play with
The
you.
judge said one of them. Lord have mercy, Miss. My thoughts to my any producers in the bushes. Timestamp new show, Miss Denise and her wigs, child. Miss Maria says go in there like Karen Huger. That wig was hanging on for dear life,
I'm trying to
child.
tell you. But was she glamorous when she came out? Oh, yes, she was. Like
She
she ain't never,
was.
huh? I told them, send me in a Martha Stewart little tank because I like to be up in there. Because the last time, when I had to go in there, I had all them sisters, I had all them little young babies in that roller because we told we was acting because our cell number really was CB4. And I told them I was Gusto. But they was in there, we were rapping and everything. They told me, we got to get her out of here. You started us away from. I was in there rapping.
So, Miss
I
Denise,
said,
when you got out, you didn't
I was
bother
in
him
there
no more.
crying.
You didn't bother him no more, did you? He didn't bother you, did he?
He knew not
He
to
should.
bother me.
I
I
finna
put
say
him on.
he should have been scared.
I put him on. He ought to. I called the police to put him on speed dial. I say, prove it. In the words of R. Kelly, you ain't proved nothing. Okay, because it's still in denial.
Mm. Child, Miss
He
Erica says
can't
it's funny
prove
when you
nothing.
fall out of love with a knock and turn those tables. They can't handle it. No, Lord, no, baby. They can't deal with that one. Mm-mm.
And I didn't realize, and that's true though. Just like Martell, y'all know he's a narc to the end, and he's still trying to make Mel's life a living hell. Although he thought he done did something, he said that, but behind the scenes, he's still probably texting that woman. I don't know this for fact, but I'm assuming he's still texting her in the sense of wanting her to talk back to him. Like, let's start this again. We can get back together. She ain't trying to hear him. He done did too much.
I don't think he can text her, Mr. Denise.
He better not. Where
No,
Marlene at? Marlene, is your boy texting your daughter-in-law, the former daughter-in-law, is the Marty texting Marlene? Come on, tell us, Marlene, because you ought to know. I know you know.
I see that boy of mine's on that phone sometimes when he over there to my house. I just tell him, I said, you better not be texting my daughter. You know she gonna call the police on you. He just
Well,
sit there looking
Marlene,
like he's crazy. I don't know, honey.
now Marlene, you know you could turn off your Wi-Fi for a second so he won't have to use it because you know the boy ain't got his phone on. When the phone ain't on, he using the wireless internet. God, just
Well,
go turn the phone on. Just tell him, don't worry about it, Marlene. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna do a little hook and stuff. I'm gonna go up there to the little telephone pole and cut it off for him and stuff. And then I turn it back on when he leave. Okay. All right, I got you. I'm gonna bring you and we gonna sit on the porch and we gonna drink us a little Stella of the Rose. Okay. I'm gonna go
no,
keep you company now. I ain't gonna be there all day, Marlene. I ain't gonna be there with you all day now. I'm gonna
well,
be over there. I'm gonna
now,
give you a little comfort. I'm
Mr.
gonna give you a
Nisa,
little comfort, but I'm gonna leave.
if you gonna come by, I did have one of the bottles of the Inez left, honey. He didn't know nothing about it, but since you gonna stop by there and help me out with this here, girl, we're gonna have a taste a little of that Inez. It tastes pretty good. And you know, if I get that bottle
Well,
before he put the water
well,
in,
I could try to in NASA. I go over there to a little NASA and stuff, and we can sit there and do a little tea. Cause I got a little tea for you now that might help you out a little bit. Ain't gonna be much of it. Ain't gonna be a little sweet about it, but we get a little tea go on the porch now. Cause I might be able to help you on some stuff. And I ain't gonna be all day with it.
but
Gonna
that,
have to
honey,
come and by.
you just come on by there to visit me whenever you can, honey. You just let me know, honey. You
I
know, I'm
sure will.
always over here with talking with
Now
G in
I
in
don't
the
want no
chat.
slaw. Now I
No,
don't
no, no,
want no
no,
slaw.
no.
I don't want no cold slaw, no hot slaw. We ain't gonna have no slaw over there, issue. Cause I can't
Well,
do the
now, honey,
slaw. Not on
not, not,
that
not,
day.
not, now, and let me tell you this here, Miss Denise. He don't want no slaw now. I used to could get that boy to eat some. He can't stand slaw.
Okay, well then we good. Cause
Child,
we
look
don't
at
have
no.
slow days.
Hey, Miss Candy, where you been? My Miss, let me see. My thought says, I hope Tel has gone on with his real family, gone on somewhere now. Yes, that part. Miss Erica says, my ex told my family, y'all think she's so sweet. Y'all just don't know. I said I only saved her for you. What? Child, Miss Maria says,
What?
Erica, I know, right? When I broke up with that, uh what is that? A fool he found out I wasn't nothing nice either. Ooh, child. Miss Maria says, my thoughts, I hope so, since he wanted to show his real life so bad. Child, please. Miss, my thoughts, my Marlene, the situation used all of my boys' wine to clean the toilet. Ooh, child. Miss
Uh-oh.
Sonia says, hi, Candy. Maria says, hey, Candy. Hey, girl. Hey, what up, dog? And she is speaking to everybody. Child, I cannot with you, Miss Denise. Girl, you in a jailhouse weird, child.
Baby, they cuss up. Now, let me tell y'all this here. If y'all ever know, everybody, all of us, we done dealt with a narc. But don't y'all notice, have y'all ever noticed, like all that sneaking and creeping they did on us and all the sneaking and creeping with the cheating and all that. But the moment you turn them loose and let them get there the full time, they seem like they got gas and heartburns all of a sudden. They got to hurry up, try to run back. Yeah, I wonder, somebody tell me why we had those type of problems.
Child, they don't know how to go on about their business, honey. I don't get that part. They want all the girls. And you know what? The older they get, the worse they get.
Oh yeah, that's that's the that's they butts. And I thought about that. I say they do all that creeping and screeping and all that, but soon as the woman get them on a full time basis, because you turned them away loose, now she
Mm-hmm.
crying and she wondering, oh, is you over there talking to her? Baby, don't be intimidated now. I don't want nothing you had. You got them,
Mm,
keep them.
mm.
I'm telling you.
Miss Candy says you were the narc supply, Denise. They said they see the good in you and they don't want anyone else to experience you. That part. Miss
Mm-hmm.
Maria says, Miss Denise, because you never miss the water till the well runs dry, honey. Miss Erica says, yes, I want my family back. A boy bye.
Huh. That's what my ex husband told my grandkids when he was talking to them on the phone, and he goes he talked to all the little girl first, my little Tootie, and then he talked to the grandson, and then he got to my little sweet baby. That's the youngest baby. She the sweet baby. So he gets on the phone with her talking about, I miss my family. She said, that's what you get. I'm hanging up now, and hung up in his face. I was done.
Mm,
I was so I done. I said, that's what you get. That's what you get. But don't sweet talk me now, because they don't do no good.
mm-mm, mm. Child. Miss, my thought says when they get old, they want to look back on how you crossed the bridge and it's burnt down. Child. Miss Erica says exactly. LOL. I told the mistress my revenge is him on a silver platter. Enjoy. Mm.
Mhm. That part.
Child.
She thought they be thinking they can do better than you, because that's what they tell them. Oh, I can treat you better than her, baby. You like Miss Denise LaSalle used to say, don't cry no more. Wipe away all tears. Okay. So that she say you thought you did something that little. She say when he get that funky breath, all you have to do is go get that Dr. Tishner. When he had all the way she had to wash the clothes, take and see all that smelling good that you was getting. She dressed him up before he went out the door. So now you get him on a full time basis. You see how he really is. Now you want to send him back home. Don't do that. Don't do that. You
Mm.
got him. You keep him. You better
Mm-hmm.
put him on your taxes, baby. You better put him on your taxes. And she mad. From my understanding, they was talking about, well, she mad now. He telling everybody he ain't with her no more. Oh well. I said, I know he wasn't gonna be with her. I told the lady when I left him and got that divorce, I said, you better watch out, because I know how he operate. He finna use you for every dime you got. And once he get his come up, he going on to the next victim. So don't think you did something by trying to show me up and sending me videos about y'all having sex. You don't hurt my feelings, because I turned over and went back to sleep. Well, I got her to stop calling me. I threatened her too. I went right out there. I said, don't make me come to that corner with my cold 10 wig, because I sure put it on. She got she speed. You thought she was in a race somewhere. She was flying down the street to get away from me, and I was on foot. I said, you hold
Mm.
up. I'll meet you right down there. She was gone. I wasn't playing with him. That's why he keep telling folks she cuckoo. I bet I am. See, you gotta get crazy. You gotta go
Mm-hmm.
crazy on them to let them know that you ain't playing with them. And they ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
bother you. So the narc goes for the weak. They don't never go for the strong. Pay
Mm.
attention. See, once we show them we act like we weak. And let me explain that. We could show y'all to make y'all believe that we weak, but we really strong. But
Yeah.
when a woman is fed up and she done had enough and she turned that crazy on, That's when
Mm-hmm.
they be like, I can't mess with her right now. I don't know what. Then they go to the family so they can get some sympathy from the family to make your family think that you was the crazy one. Talk about, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. What she do to me behind closed doors, and you be sitting there looking like what I do to you. Don't you start
Mm.
that mess.
That part. Miss Candy, some chick over there, that TikTok lady that fell out trying to drag mail in some bullshiggity. We are all assuming that it's behind Stormisha getting this spin off crap. Miss Carla said it best today. It had to be Carlos, CK, Weather Girl, and Hotcakes trying to come up with some crap to drag mail in some something. Y'all know how they do you know how they do, Miss Candy. So we just assuming they probably hired this lady to get up there and cry on TikTok talking about she gonna ruin Mel's business and all that bullshit. And now that Melometers are 304 child, we cannot with them folks. Let's let them have it in the words of Miss Maria. If she couldn't do an episode, how she gonna carry a show, child? The people gonna be sitting back
Exactly.
waiting, child. It's gonna be a
Now
failure,
first,
that part. And
now,
also, Miss
now first.
Candy, Tyrone, give me 1 second, Miss Denise.
Okay,
Tyrone,
go ahead. Go ahead.
my thoughts came out today to let us know they was out in the streets rallying for Tyrone, trying to get some justice for him as well. So shout out and prayers up for them. You know, y'all, we gotta talk about these stories. Tyrone, Ramika, Shanquilla, all of these stories, child. We gotta help these families get some justice for these people. Let me read this. My thought says a heifer that I work called the ex-wife to come get him back after he knocked her front teeth out. True story. Child, I wouldn't have been trying to go get him. She said the one she worked with. Miss Maria says that Erica, she had the audacity to call me and complain about him treating her badly. What? Child, I said, you
Mm-hmm.
wanted him, honey, that part. Miss Science
Mm-hmm.
says, amen. Miss Candace says, what the size don't realize that he or she is never the prize. That part. Miss Erica says, my ex mistress called apologizing after he made her fall and break her leg. The girl not to fall and break the leg. Child,
Yep.
Miss Candace says, oh, that lady is cray cray. Yep. My thoughts is, well, my thoughts is that their mamas are 304s. Go find your real daddy, not the real pappy, honey. Yes, Miss Candy. Prayers for Tyrone. Miss Erica says she sounds a loony too. She is crazy, y'all. Miss Maria says that Erica
And then
child shaking my damn head. The side chick called me years later and said she was always mad at me because he always compared us. And I told her I walked on water, honey.
hmm.
And child, don't y'all let Miss Denise have to walk on her wigs, child, because we really will have some problems, child. Woo,
But I
child.
don't pay them. You know what? I don't even pay them no attention because it's funny to me now. You want like I told you, you're not calling to check about the grandkids or nothing like. This is my first time telling anybody because I kept it to myself. I could go through my phone and see missed calls. You calling missed calls 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't play no games like that because I don't operate like that at
Hmm.
all. Because I
But you know
turns
what?
my phone off.
Miss Candy, the obsession with Melody is unreal. I was telling them earlier, all Mel wanted to do was start a TV show. She wanted to be on TV,
That's
but all this other crazy mess that has come about this is just too much. And I would not put it past Hotcakes playing a major role in this, because even when he do his lives now, child, his still conversation is the queen of reality TV, Melody Cherie Rogers, y'all.
everybody, and the reason being because they all still trying to get a reaction out of her. They still trying to mess with her. They still trying to get her money because she's on a different level. Her income bracket has changed, so they all trying to get her so they can get away. They can sue her. I thank God he got her so covered that she not even paying attention to this at all. See, they don't have nothing better
Hmm.
to do with themselves. They miserable, and I
Hmm.
believe I don't believe that it's just the weather girl. I think it's Carlos, the head ring. Him, because he trying to do everything he can to knock her down so he can get some ratings. But my thing is to the lady who calling us Millimeters 304s, baby, you better put some respect on us 304s. Don't just call
Hmm.
us no regular one. You better bedazzle us, heifer. Because I ain't just no regular one. I'm a good one. I gets my money on time. I'm a good one. So you mind your business. If you gonna tell it right.
Hmm. Better tell it all too when she tell it. How about that?
Cause we the 304s, we work for Jesus, okay? We the 304s that we got our own business. We the 304s that keep grinding and shining. We not the 304s, the broke ones like y'all are that gotta get on here and you trying to capitalize off of somebody else's name. That's y'all. Y'all pole. Y'all pole with it. Go on somewhere. We the one that make the money. Y'all don't get no money. Go on. That's why y'all
Mhm.
playing these games.
My
Yeah.
thought says that lady is crazy and only crazy people will follow her up. The lady's so crazy. She makes opposing statements in the same sentence. Not worth the time for real. Absolutely not. It was that mess is fake, y'all. Miss Sain says,
Mm-hmm.
I heard Hotcakes be saying Melody is trying to get back on the show. We all know that's a lie. Yeah, yeah, that's what he be over there saying, child. Miss Maria says, I'm a legendary host. Joanna the scammer. Ooh, child. My thought says, shine bright light, a diamond where all bedazzled baby. Miss Erica says she's getting worse for those views. Shame on her. Child, that's so sad. Miss Candy says everyone knows Weather Girl's story and poor business practices. Not interested in watching fake come up and white label products. No, we're not. But Miss Candy, I don't know if you know she's got a spinoff over on the bill somebody, child. I don't even know, could care less. But like Miss Maria said, she couldn't do an episode. How she gonna carry a show? So, to the people that want to watch it, shout out to them.
Right. They like that mess. I told you, I support Melody for the fullest. I don't have to be all in her face. I don't have to be in her DM. I don't have to be male. I don't do none of that. I support. That's how I operate. I support you by I hit the like, I look in, and I move on peacefully. That sometimes she be kind of want that. She don't want people to be trailing behind her and become
Mm-hmm.
exceptions with her because some people don't even know how to know their boundaries at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Support the lady,
Mm-hmm.
keep it moving. Don't be all in her DMs and let me send you this and let me tell you this. She could care
Mm-hmm.
less. She got businesses
Mm-hmm.
and children to look after. I don't know.
I knew I when I heard that lady say that Mel had her watching Martell, I knew right then that lady was crazy as heck. I said, what? Use her to watch Martell, and they've been divorced almost 6 years. Can somebody please make that make sense? That's stupid.
Girl, stop.
Answer, Lord. Miss Candy says everyone knows where the girls. Oh, read that one. I heard about the spinoff. Not interested. I would never support those that mistreated me, and neither am I. Neither am I. Miss Maria says I'm gonna start taking bets on the new Bell Collective. I give it one what season. There you go.
Give them.
If it
If
make that.
Mel, if Mel, that lady so crazy. If Mel really sent you over there to watch my tail girl, David Ruffin is my daddy biologically. So you better go on. And I ain't never met the man. Don't even know nothing about him besides he was on Temptation. That's it.
Yeah, talking about Mel used her to watch Martell. When, where, and why? Why cause? Child, I
And where
cannot.
we was
My
at,
thoughts
where
are
was we
CK
at when
the
all this went down?
that part. She said CK the court jester could not lure Mel back, so he got the Timu version. They better stop letting that man use them. She has more money than the Rat King already. Miss Maria says Mel got the bag to hire a professional PI. Yes, Miss Acker says, why would she need her of all people to watch him anyway? Crazy, LOL. Miss Candy said the current Bell Collective is on life support. Now they are being sued. Nothing follows CK but the lawsuits. Ooh, child. Shots fired.
He already was embarrassed when Soka, and that's classic. That went down in classic. He was already he was already embarrassed why Keisha got on there and literally quit the show on live. Oh, he
In his
wasn't ready for
face.
that. In
In
his
his
face.
face.
His face cracked. You could have fried an egg on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, he can get up there and talk about everything. He just like hellish, always in somebody else's business until it come down to his. He quiet on the set, honey. Quiet on the set.
And you know what? I used to love Married to Medicine, but I stopped. I stopped watching it now. I won't even watch the new season right now because of Heavenly, because of
Mm-hmm.
Jackie, and because of Simone. I ain't trying to watch none of that mess because I used to rally for these women. I kid you not. I used to rally for them. But when I heard the comment Jackie made, I see what Hellish doing. And Simone, I'm done. I can't represent y'all. I can't support y'all.
Miss Denise, go on ahead and give us your take on how Tuna Cat and Wanda is feeling about Stormy spinoff, and they didn't get it. You know, Wanda always wanted a good spinoff, honey.
They over there sizzling. They over there sizzling, and you can fry fish off their stinky tail. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, let Wanda tell it, because you know she that little salmon mouthpiece over there. She
Mm-hmm.
over there at the end of the day already pissed off, like, why my daughter? Why my daughter? I'm gonna tell you why not your daughter, because she can't hum, skip, hop, a whole tune or nothing. She can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
My soul is this. How do you feel when you infidelity in your marriage? I tell you how you feel, like you dumb fool. That's
Mm-hmm.
how you feeling.
My
That
thought,
part.
you right about that. She said some people have to keep Mel name in their mouths in order to get that YouTube check. Get a life, people. Absolutely. And some people still putting her up on their thumbnails, y'all. It's just pathetic at this point. I'd be like, see this stuff coming across my news feed and stuff. I'd be like, I thought they didn't like Mel. But, child, it's ridiculous, y'all. It really is. It really is. It's just sad. But prayers up to all of these here folks, child. They yes, go get a life, people. Mel is not even thinking about y'all. She's sick of you. She is sick of y'all. But y'all don't have me up here again for 2 hours and a half. Y'all gonna stop doing that bullshit to me. Y'all gonna cut this mess out, child. I cannot with them. But yes, Tuna Cat and Juan is somewhere mad, child. Carlos done played in their face, done played with them and played with them, and can't play with them no more, child. But Wanda probably blaming Tuna Cat for that right there, child. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all. Miss Candace says they will never escape the karma that the way they treated M. The fact M had to have security to set security on set, and now and no one blinked an eye cared says it all. That part right there. Absolutely it does. She also, Miss Maria says, meanwhile, Mel minding the business that pays her. Absolutely. My thought says Tuna Cat and Wildebeest go back to your neck of the woods and stay, honey. Miss Erica says so true, using Mel for clicks and views, honey. Click to the view. That part. That part. But yes, one is really pissed off.
Wanda is pissed off. She feel like her daughter was supposed to be the queen of our reality. But you know what? In the beginning, if they would have opened this when they all came out and everybody had an opportunity to show themselves, they real true, authentic self, they did not do it. Mel did it. That's why we all gravitated to Mel. Mel had
Yep.
her ways and Mel had her ways in some of the ways when she first came out. She had her ways, but now I understand as we watched her and grew with her, we understand now why she was the way she was. It wasn't that, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, the editing. They made it look like she was bougie and she was this. They literally was starting to edit her in a bad light.
Mm-hmm.
That situation. But we find out how she is, who she is, what she's about, and what she stood for and what she don't stand for. And we
Mm-hmm.
love her. We love her for that. But the rest of them,
Mm-hmm.
they still lying, they still scheming, they still owing people, they still getting loans. More so, let's be true. Tisha, y'all, if y'all want to talk about anything, as if we really care, tell the truth. You and that man is not together. Y'all probably going through a divorce, but you don't want to tell nobody that. That man been left you. He been left you
Mm-hmm.
years ago. Let's be clear. He left you years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Gone by your business. From my understanding, allegedly, he been with Martell's cousin for years and
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna let it go.
Mm-mm.
Come on now. It's an image,
Mm-mm.
it's an image thing.
Yep, he telling what's her name? What's her name? Y'all know her name. Y'all know I know Alonda. He telling Alonda, girl, I got to
Yeah,
get that check. I got to get that check. My thought says Wildebeest trained Tuna Cat how to drink water to chase her liquor. That's all the training she got, honey. Miss Candace says
that's
they
it.
all will cross the bridge that brought them across. Yes, the same folk you meet going up, you see them coming down, honey. True story right there. Miss Candace said at Winter Wonderland, if you wanted a hug from Mel, she obliged. If you wanted a handshake, she shook your hand. She shook your hand. My thought says that's it, Miss Denise. We have never said Mel was perfect. She is a human. Make Wait a minute. She's a human. I am proud of her. I had a daughter. She is the blueprint. Yes, if I had a daughter, she's the blueprint. Miss Erica says, yes, going through betrayal can make you get out of character. The pain makes it hard to trust people and can make you super sensitive. Yep, sure can.
And I remember in season one when she first got it, she was on TikTok, not TikTok, she was on Twitter then before they changed it. And I used to send her motivational messages. And then it was stuff that it was something that they was said where they was trying to talk about it then. I got in her inbox. I said, you keep doing what you doing, baby. I said, and I told her that. I said, you keep doing what you doing, and you are not obligated to give this world nothing more than what you want them to see and what you want to
Mm-hmm.
give them. Don't give them all of you. Meaning don't take all the youth for people who don't give a god dog.
Yep.
And
You
look
absolutely
at her now.
You're absolutely right, Miss Candy. She says people really get mad when they can't use or mistreat her. Absolutely. And people, I hear people, child, just the people across the YouTube, child, knowing more stuff than Mel know about Mel, her own self. I'd be like, man, I cannot. It's just be doing too much. Stop doing that. Y'all know people are not as close to Mel as they want people to think that they are. Child, Mel got 4 kids. She ain't got time to be kicking caca with y'all people. She get up there, she do her business, she get off. She got to be a mom, she got to cook, clean, she got to take care of these 4 kids. Cut that mess out. Like Mel sitting there calling, telling the people her business. Mel is not doing that. Oh, I can't stand it, y'all. Ugh.
Exactly, and I see that too. And then one thing about it, they try to say Mel is. I feel like Mel is a dang good mother. Know why I say that? Let something happen with one of them kids sick, and she's online or whatever. Hey, y'all, I gotta go. She gonna shut her
Mm-hmm.
locker. She gonna handle her babies, her mama, all them first.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else gonna be y'all all right, and she ain't never take for granted that hey, I built my success, y'all supported me and we got this. She ain't never been arrogant like that, but she also have to protect herself because they're psycho like the weather person and CK and all of them. Y'all trying to deliberately destroy her and harm her, and you got Marty, he trying to harm her. He trying to harm her for
Mm-hmm.
he's another Carlos. Because if he can get
Mm-hmm.
his hands on her, if he can get her
Mm-hmm.
in a one position where he can get close enough to harm her,
Mm-hmm.
it's over. And that's
He
all
gonna
he's
take it.
waiting for.
He's
It's all
gonna
he's
take
waiting
it.
for.
Yes, I believe within my heart he would take it, even today.
That's why he's telling everybody, Jason her man. Jason her man. You know what, Mel? I just let them believe it. Yeah, he see I could be Mel. I could be Mel's doggone her her publicist to speak for. And I'd be like, so what? What you got to do about it? Ain't got nothing to do
Uh-huh.
with you. She could
Uh-huh.
be with whoever. I said, well, hell, David, he my man. And I'm happy for him, okay? Now move on.
Mm-hmm.
Next question.
Yeah, they doing the most though. They doing the most, but it's sad. But you know what? I really hate that she have to, probably have this person or these people around her for the rest of her life because of a crazy person like Martell that's so unstable. Even if I would say even if he go get married again, that ain't gonna stop nothing. He's just obsessed with her. He got away.
Right.
He's mad.
Because you remember when she first got that filed for the divorce? Y'all remember that? When she started going down there with Marcus and them going to Atlanta, and
Yep.
he had the course to stop that. So every time she traveled to Atlanta, he goes to Atlanta. When she's
Mm-hmm.
doing something in California, he in California. That he
Mm-hmm.
still followed her right there. If she go out of the country, he got to find somebody to get him out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
He do the most. He do too much. But yeah, even today, if he get that opportunity, Miss Candace says Mel can say, "And coleslaw is your man." What? Child, I cannot. They some sad people, but he had it all in the palm of his hand, and he gambled. So it is what it is. Deal with it, buddy. Deal with it. But I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. Miss Denise, thank you for joining me up here today. I appreciate you,
You're
sis, so
welcome.
much.
And
I have
I'm
enjoyed
gonna say
all
this.
of y'all. Go ahead.
And I know we get ready to, I'm getting ready to go, but I'm gonna leave this with y'all ladies. Anytime somebody try to do some mess to y'all, whether it's the narcs and all that, y'all hold y'all head up high, y'all laugh, and when you know you getting the victory, just say, ask them, was it good for you like it was for me?
Uh,
Okay,
uh, 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 uh,
y'all.
uh.
Okay, I'm gonna send
Drop.
everybody a jailhouse and I don't give a dog wig. That's my new wig that's coming out. I don't give a dog, baby. It's 2026. You can't ruffle me wig. That's what it's called. You can't ruffle me. That's what it's called.
Mr.
I'm gonna
Needs,
get
I'm
you
gonna have to
one.
keep.
Everybody.
I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you, child. Even on the day, honey, I still if they coming for you, they better come correct. All I know to tell them, they better not be out there trying to play no games, honey.
Y'all see me flying down the street on TikTok being run by the cops because I done threw the wig out the window. Y'all, we just go get me some bail money. I'm gone. Y'all have a good one. I love y'all. I'm finna go to work. Bye.
All right, see you later. In the words of Miss Maria, my mom, she says, thanks for dropping in on the live. I hope you were entertained. Until the next time, wishing y'all love, peace, and hair grease. Enjoy your evening. Justice for Romika, justice for Tyrone, justice for Shanquilla. I love y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Bye.